Okay. Let's try it again. I can't hear myself.
I can't hear myself. I can't hear you. I can hear the table.
I can hear the table.
I can hear DJ counting chips.
Flawlessly, I'm sure.
I can see Mama saying hi, Ray. She didn't say hi, Justin. She said hi, Ray.
Wow.
Don't look at the screen.
Okay.
Hi, Mama.
I'm just going to take this time to call my own mom. Say hi to her. Yes, each time they knock somebody out, they get to open an envelope. Let's talk about the mystery bounty. They say we're not elaborating very well on what's happening. We are going to try and get the camera fixed so that you could see when they open up the envelope.
Yeah, it was when Carlos opened. It was there was a guy in a big cowboy hat right in the way.
It was not me. I was not.
Oh, that was you.
I was standing right next to him, out of the way. The way the good Lord intended. How do we sound?
You sound great to me.
You sound great to me too, buddy.
The flicking of the card sounds great.
Yeah.
That means we're back at Prime Social.
That's how you know they're doing a good little race-off. The 5K is coming off.
Oh, so now you can just leave them on the table. Like, would it be a big deal? Like, you just left the...
Yeah, correct. yeah. Now it wouldn't matter so much. Although, you know, we do tend to pay you for them. If you're... Oh. Yeah. Typically. I mean, I try to.
Yeah, so you were talking about Brian. Let's read his bio sheet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We should definitely do that. That's it. His story about himself is probably better than...
No, I mean, you had a lot of information on him. Probably more than he has on himself.
Okay. Brian Phillips. He is from Decay, Iowa.
Okay. Don't know where that is.
Came in with $4.43 million. How long have you been playing poker? Too long. How did you get started? 50-cent bar games.
Wow.
Who do you model your game after? Jennifer Tilly.
Okay.
Good.
I played a lot with Jennifer.
I like Jennifer. Jennifer is a sweetheart. Good for poker. All right, I think we might have got the sound fixed. We did a little shutdown reboot. Lost some people in the process. Hope you find us again. Wherever you are watching, come back. We are still here. Hopefully the sound is good. Now we could talk a little bit about the sponsors once everybody comes back.
Yeah, let's wait for them to come back.
This is halftime. And our halftime show isn't like the Super Bowl. Like, not everyone's going to stick around to watch us like they did Dre and Eminem and Snoop
Oh, you mean
Dogg.
Evan McPherson isn't just hanging out waiting for us?
I don't think so. Were you, since everyone was either in that was the greatest or like the worst halftime show of all time, which camp were you in?
I was on, it was really, really good, but it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, I was kind of there too. Like when I watched it, I was like, oh, I don't know.
I mean, it was hard to beat Prince in the ring.
Yeah, I think that they just have been okay recently, in recent years, I mean. And so this one was like...
I don't know, 50 Cent hanging upside down was amazing to me.
I didn't understand why. What did that...
Yeah, who cares why?
It was just like, that... Oh, it was? Oh. Josh says that was in the music video.
I didn't know they still showed music videos. I remember when MTV used to actually do music.
What does the M in MTV stand for?
Reality.
Oh, yes. I also remember, a show called Total Request Live.
Yes.
TRL. It was hosted by Carson Daly.
I wanted to say Ryan Seacrest, and I'm like, that's not right.
Because he was Ryan Seacrest before Ryan Seacrest was Ryan Seacrest. He was the guy that they were just, you get to host everything. Whenever there's a thing that needs hosting, you shall be it. Then that person became Ryan Seacrest. And then I think he got Me Too'd, and now he hosts half the things.
My favorite MTV show ever was Beavis and Butthead.
That was so good. You ever have one of those things where you just make a reference and, like, you know you're the only one who's going to get it, but, like, you do it because the timing was just perfect? Mine is Beavis and Butthead. They make a photocopy in the copier of, like, change and dollar. Like, they're going to make more money.
Right.
So, like, they have, like, quarters that they make photocopies of. For those who are listening who are young, photocopies is this thing that you put it. And they cut it out and, like, parts of the paper were still hanging off. So they go to the gas station and they try and, like, buy stuff with it. And the guy's like, I can't take this money. It's obviously fake. And then Butthead slides a fake quarter across it and says, perhaps this will change your mind. Yes, they have said it's good now. We're talking about Beavis and Butthead while I wait for people to come back to us. Because we burned them with our horrible audio, Reese. It was horrible. And now it's good. Thanks for letting us know. Mark says he was on Twitch. Is on Twitch. Sound was terrible and now it's great. Sounds like we're back. Okay, we can now really get into some of these sponsors. We can really break down the mystery bounty.
Blake's still trying to figure out the math over here.
Ooh, just got word of some of the players that won a seat into the Prime Social main event. Playing online.
Oh, on the ACR?
On the ACR, yeah. America's Card Room doing satellites into the main event. Main event is a $5,300 buy-in, $2 million guarantee. We had a few online ways. Thomas Beckley says Club GG winner here. Awesome. Let us know what you want to entry into. Ray and I both have been playing quite a bit of Club GG. We send screenshots about the quality players they have there.
Yeah, no, it's been some really interesting hands.
Do we, I know, like, generally, like, when people come, we're supposed to be polite, but do we have to just pretend like the people on the app, like, I think a lot of people don't even want to be quality players. Like, you get the app so that you can just grip it and rip it, right?
Apparently.
So Club GG, it's $50 a month, and they have tournaments that run every hour that you could play. You win your way into other tournaments where you win your way into really good value. There's 10K main event satellites. There was over $50,000 in entries to Prime Social tournaments on there. There's really great value on that app. It's only
There
$50
really
a
is.
month. They definitely pay out more than they take in, it seems like. So get while the getting's good.
Yeah, Thomas won a main event package.
Main event, plane ticket and hotel ready. How cool is that? Congratulations. Make sure to come introduce yourself when you're here, Tom. I would love to hear about it. We're going to have a spotlight section on our updates page to follow the progress of everybody who won on Club GG. So check that out. I'm also going to do a spotlight page on the chip count
on everybody
updates.
who didn't win on GG.
No, but on the people who did win from the satellite. And what I want to do is the satellite winners and the satellite winners. So everyone who's playing in the main event that did a steps, which you can do every night here at Prime Social, $150 buy-in at 9 o'clock. 3 seats guaranteed into the $800 Satellite Day, which is on March 23rd. We're doing 50 seats guaranteed into the main event in one day. 50 seats into the main in one day. Should I do a Daniel Negreanu bet? Negreanu, they're having a tournament on GG, which is different than Club GG, but Daniel is a sponsor, and he is so sure they're going to miss the guarantee that if they don't, he's going to shave his head. If they don't miss. If they don't miss. So he's saying they're going to miss.
Okay, I don't care. I'll do it if the guarantee here makes it or misses. I'll shave my
You'll
head.
shave your head?
I
Whoa.
will.
Ray Henson, you heard it here. If it makes it or misses, he will shave his head.
Or hits dead on.
Or it hits dead on. Wow. So you're betting all the numbers 0 and 00.
And 000.
And 000. I think we probably could have shortened this break a little bit.
It's for the kitchen.
Oh, okay. If it's for the kitchen.
I mean, you're good, bro. It ain't no big deal. It does matter, though. It really does. Prime example. Prime example of Philadelphia. You're right. I guess I have that. The dealers here are good. I gotta remember that.
Looks like the players are filing back in.
See if we can get things going here. Quick little break. Then we're going to start talking about these sponsors.
Here, one of these sponsors is doing something really cool coming up, right?
Yes. Yes, they are. I can't. All right, looks like we're about to get cards back in the air. Let's.
Cards and error fun. Here we go. We're back at it.
Let us know that you came back to us. You should be able to hear us better now. My boy Blake wearing his chin diaper. I think it's fair to call it that.
Yeah.
It's not in the same manner that they used to say it.
Daniel ships ace, queen of clubs, and Joe right behind him with the 2 8s. And again, like we keep saying, 50K bounty, 25K bounty. It's good to see people call a little wider. Joe makes a fold here. again, these guys have been playing with each other. I'm sure they know Daniel probably has been playing pretty tight here.
Okay, now we got poker back underway. I think our sound is working well. We got some viewerships back. It's climbing up. Which one of those fine sponsors would you like to hear about first? 'Cause, man, I got info about all of them. Anyone? Poker Bros? You want to hear about Poker Bros?
Yeah, let's hear about Poker Bros. Why
Poker
not?
Bros. Did you know, Ray Henson, you are a poker extraordinaire.
I'm a poker and I'm a brother.
Whoa. Whoa. You just blew my mind. You are a poker bro. Poker Bros, the app, is one of the fastest growing poker apps in the world today. It's growing faster than Flappy Bird.
Oh.
That's not in their script, but I just added that part. The free... Oh, wait. Okay. Tell me when something super exciting happens. Ace-5 raised here. Daniel's thinking about it. The free social Play Money app is available for Android and iOS devices. Join today and experience the most exciting, intuitive, and fun platform of poker. Connect with players worldwide in the Gold Lobby, or create and customize your own club for your friends. Be the boss or step straight into the action on ready-to-play tables. It's up to you. Whether you prefer the classic game of Hold'em or Bomb Pots or Double Board on Omaha, just pick one of Poker Bros' unique and stylish avatars. Sit down and play the game you want, just how you want it. Poker Bros. Play your way. Not bad.
That was great.
That was off the top of my head. I know it sounded like I stuttered over the word I was reading, but that was actually just pure memorization.
That was great.
Yeah.
You crushed it.
Ad lib. I might say something similar on the next live stream, but check out Poker Bros. Brian with the Queen Jack here.
Yeah, Derek opened it again, and again we aren't picking up Derek's cards.
I think Derek might be putting them over the wrong reader.
King 8 for 750. I just want to see it. That's the only hand I want to see. I don't care about no other hand tonight. I knew that like 30 minutes. No, I knew it had to be King 8. It has to be King 8 2 or Ace 8 2, and I have Ace, so it's probably King 8 2.
I think you got to put the exclamation point in front, right? You got to do exclamation point payouts, and then it shows you. Am I wrong? Reese, is that how it works? I'll help you out. But if you want to type it in to see what it is and just see it on your own without having to ask, I believe it's exclamation point payouts. Payouts. First place is 50,450. Second place is 34,000. Third is 25,000. Fourth place, 18,500. 14,000, 11,000, and 8,500. There we go.
And
That's
the bounties.
And the bounties. We still have $50,000 bounty, a $25,000 bounty, a $5,000 bounty. Oh, shoot, forgot.
5,000.
How many was that?
25, 5.
50, 25, 5.
1K, 500, 500. 2 1Ks, 2 500?
1 1K, 3 500s. There's 3 5. We started with 4.
Carlos raises here from the cutoff. Daniel ships, and these ships are going to get in. And neither player does anything wrong. It's just one of these poker hands. Neither player does anything wrong, yet one of them's going to win, one of them's going to lose. It's the nature of the game.
And the one who is the favorite to win just changed drastically. Daniel is going to need a 10, and only a 10. That's
not get
not
there.
gonna do it.
So Carlos is going to win another bounty. That's going to be his second one at the final table.
This is a good final table to be eliminating players at. 50,000, 25, $5,000 bounty, all still live.
Good run by Daniel. He gets 8,500 plus whatever bounties he had.
Got at least
Blake's still
8,500.
trying to buy the bounties.
Could you hear an offer?
I think he said 8,500.
8,500. Would you sell that envelope for 8,500?
Nope.
What would it take for you to sell it?
I would have to do the math.
You would figure out the EV line and take $1 more?
Maybe. I like to gamble.
Find the EV line and take $1,000.
Definitely.
Okay, we didn't get a good angle of it, but he pulled
5,000?
25,000.
25,000.
He pulled the 25,000.
That is a big pull. That's third place money right there.
That is huge, and they're still playing. He just knocked out a player, so he has more chips.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff there. Pull the 25K. And again, that camera angle was hard to see. But congratulations, Carlos.
All you gotta do is win ace queen versus 10. That's sick.
So six-handed now. Six-handed with a 50K still in play. These chips could start flying.
Damn, bro, you could have bought down for 8. No, he knew his chances of drawing one's like 50%. They're worth like 12.
Trying to hear what they're saying. I think Blake offered him 8,000 for it. Bet Carlos is happy he didn't take that 8,000. Still got a couple limpers here. Blake checks his option. These guys aren't getting their cards over the readers.
Who should we learn about next? Am I in? Which player should we learn about?
Let's learn about Joe Cafaro,
Joe Cafaro.
our chip leader.
In the 3 seed, came to the final table with 11 million. He's about a quarter of the chips in play. Been playing poker for 15 years. Got started with home games and cash. What do you love most about playing poker? Anyone can win. You don't have to be the best. I like that part about poker too. Who has taught you the most? Picked up a little from lots of players over the years. Self-taught mostly. Who do you model your game after? Negreanu. Daniel, I would imagine. What is your biggest tournament win? 91,000 in Choctaw. 2016 re-entry. Anything you want the viewers to know? LFG.
LFG.
I think, does that stand?
And in the chat, they keeps calling Joe really hot. I hope his wife's not watching to see this.
Oh, yeah. I hope so, too. From Spring, Texas. I don't think I said that. Amy. is a fan of Joe.
Amy is a fan of Joe.
That's what I'm picking up, too.
Yeah, I love Joe. I've known Joe a long time. He actually went to high school with some of my really good friends, and I've known him away from the poker table as well as the poker table. He's a great guy. Oh, she said she's going to be even more of a fan when he brings the money home.
Home where?
You just said Spring, Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah? I wonder if that's the way I could get my, I think that's how I would get my wife to watch a final table of mine, was for her to verify how much I should be bringing home.
And I can tell you, wouldn't make mine watch.
Well, yours can just wait for, like, the best final table of that year. Mine would probably stop watching if I made a final table every week, too. Every other week?
Oh, you said, where's home? She said, to the wife, not the girlfriend.
That is home. This is where you should always go. Two decent hands here. King, queen for Carlos. Ace 4 suited.
Ace 4 suited is not a hand Joe likes to fold.
Blake also having trouble getting his cards over the reader.
Might be a Louisiana thing.
It could be. Coming in for the raise.
Blake's not played very many hands here at this final table so far.
Made some pretty tight folds, too.
Yeah.
I mean, those two things go together. I'm saying them like they're different, but yes.
And again, even though he's been playing tight, like, you see Joe wants a call here knowing there's still a 50K bounty left.
Yeah.
And he has 14 million in chips, 13 million in chips, so, you know, would cost him another 3 to...
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
like
there we go.
9s.
Now he gets him over the reader. Good assist by the... Oh, it sounds like Blake has been just putting it over the wrong reader. As soon as he got it over, they were working. He had 2 red 9s. So that logo that Blake is picking his chips up off of, exquisite timepieces. They have a
That
link.
sounds pretty exquisite.
It does sound exquisite. Would you call, oh, I don't know, something like a Rolex exquisite?
Rolexes are exquisite.
Most people would find Rolex exquisite when it comes to timepieces, which I
I would
think
love to have a Rolex.
those are pieces that tell time.
Oh.
The exquisite timepieces. You can check them out at exquisitetimepieces.com. They have provided the winner of our main event, the $5,300 main event with $2 million guaranteed, running on the 24th. Starting flights 24th, 25th, 26th. You can even get in for an hour and a half on day 2, which is the 27th. The winner of the main event is going to get a Rolex valued at no less than $25,000.
That's impressive.
No less. Could be more, but it'll be no less. The Rolex is going to be here in the next couple days. I'm going to give it a little test run and make sure it tells time.
Yeah, I'll hang on to it for the next couple weeks, so we have to give it away.
You're going to hold on it for the next couple weeks until you hold on to it for the next few years?
Tell you what, that would be a fun one to win. Biggest tournament in Texas history.
Yeah, it is. I'm hoping it's big enough away. It's big enough that it gets some separation. Like, this record keeps getting passed around Texas. Most recently, I think it was taken over by a little club in that direction. A lot of Houston players trying to get some practice for our series here at Prime Social. Undoubtedly going over there just to get the reps. Went
Brian
pretty
gonna
deep.
pick up a little pot. They're all so important here. But
I wonder if these QR
yeah,
codes.
I love to see these tournaments going over all around Texas.
Texas is making some moves. There's a nice little poker boom happening here in Texas. Very happy to be a part of it here in Houston. Just in case Dara is watching and he wants to come over here, you put it in your GPS. 7801 West Timer, Houston, Texas. Put it in. Get over here. It's where we're running the Texas Poker Championship at Prime Social. Again, tomorrow we have a short deck event. Starts at 11 a.m.
Yes, Dar's watching.
$400 buy-in.
Best viewer.
Short deck. How's your short deck game? On point?
Yeah, I mean, so good.
So good. Short deck, they take out the deuces, threes, fours, fives.
So it's like they would have been dealing around me today.
The opposite of what Ray got today while playing. Twos, threes, fours, fives. And then the cool caveat is that flush is better than a full house.
It's so hard to make a flush, so.
When you take out four of the suits?
Well,
I mean,
four of the cards. of the
four
suit.
cards of the, yeah, if you take out four, although to be fair, it is really tough if you take out four suits too. Hammer, put my name on that short deck trophy. Okay, you got it. Dara will come if you promise to make it make sense. Honestly, I don't know if I could make short deck make sense. I could tell you the things that I know about it, but
Yeah, short deck makes no sense. None.
Justin, were you able to secure your $5,300 seat from Club GG? What did I do to deserve these needles?
Oh, did you play?
I played.
What is your name on there? I wonder if we've ever played.
My name on there was Real Texas Hammer.
Oh, the real Texas.
Yes. I think we might have played.
I played a lot with the fake one.
I was going to say, I was wondering if you saw that. I make the Real Texas Hammer my name, and then somebody goes in and puts fake Texas Hammer, which is just,
Are we allowed to use profanity on here?
yes.
That guy sounds like an asshole.
You are allowed to if that's what you're saying. If you're talking about, if you're saying just facts.
So you have not answered the question. Did you secure your seat?
I did not secure my $5,300 seat from Club GG, but it's not even needling me because I was going to give it to somebody who played on Club GG and didn't win a seat.
Yeah, but it's so easy to win a seat. Like, you have to figure, like, all the good players won one.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So I guess I'm just not a good player. What flight did you pick for your seat?
I don't play on there. Just all the time.
I was
It
going.
has consumed me. I won a stage 1 seat from the shower.
Did you really?
Yes.
That
I was running behind. I had to leave, so I started the shower. I got in the shower, and I was holding the phone out here.
Yeah.
And, you know, at the end, it's like all interfold or just stall for, you know, till they time you out.
Yeah.
And,
Got your
I
seat.
Yeah.
I did not win one from the shower.
There have been a
Oh.
lot of stage 2s that I've registered for, forgot I registered, and then saw I got, like, 4th place.
Yeah. I haven't done it, but I know a couple that have won a stage 2 playing against somebody who was not there for the entire tournament, who did exactly what you're talking about. That
I actually did that.
I
got
haven't
heads
done
up
it.
versus a guy that never showed up, and he won like 3 straight all-ins, and it was like so tilting. If I would have lost that, that would have ended my career.
Yeah, that I mean, it would have been. That would have been. It's not good for you, but I mean that'd be
No,
a
it
pretty
would
good
have been
story.
great.
Like
Yeah.
it'd be a great story. You have to admit.
I mean, I played really great once we got heads up.
Flawless. I bet your VPIP was through the roof.
It was an interesting fold by Derek there. Folding the ace-9 offsuit. Didn't see Brian open under the gun. That makes a little more sense. Blake defending the ace-7 of clubs. Yeah, this Brian guy, I've never played with him before, but just watching him, he seems very composed, very in the game.
No, I'm cool with it. No matter what. No, listen, hold on. Even if somebody busts, no matter what.
Picks up another small pot.
Even if somebody
Move up to 8 million in chips. That's good for second on the leaderboard.
No, even if you bust, you're going to be in on the action. Don't do what I'm doing.
Oh, I got you.
So I want 1,500 for y'all. Fair? 1,500. Okay, deal then. Okay.
So we basically all just get $1,000.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying, no matter what, even if you're not here with somebody,
Well, somebody's getting $1,000.
it's a good slab. You know what's popular slab.
We used to get 84. What's your problem?
Switching to this seat.
But in Canadian, I tell you. Hey, what the heck?
I was just messing with y'all.
Who else would we like to know about?
Let's see, we've gone over. I think we've gone over everybody not from Louisiana.
Okay, you want to do? Let's do Derek Norman.
Let's hear about Derek.
Derek Norman is from Lake Charles. His Twitter handle is 7mil.
Okay.
How long have you been playing poker? Derek says 10
wait,
years.
what's his chip count?
It's this weird arrow shape.
Oh.
Oh, I think his chip count was 7 million.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that was his Twitter. Okay.
That makes sense. Was inspired by Blake Bruce.
I've heard of that guy before.
Yeah, I've heard. I think I've seen him play a time or two. What do you love most about playing poker? The fact Blake's at this final table. Honestly, that's what he loves most. The fact
Okay.
that Blake is at this final table. Who has taught you the most? Darwin Moon, for sure. And Boss. I see a lot of similarities between Darwin Moon and Derek Norman's game. I believe Darwin Moon was also from Louisiana. R.I.P.
Okay, I didn't realize.
He always wore a Saints hat when he was at that final table.
Yeah, but, I mean, doesn't mean you're from Louisiana.
It doesn't?
No.
Who do you model your game after? A swamp animal. What is your biggest tournament win? This will be by the end. Anything you want the viewers to know? I love you all, and hey, Mom. That's nice of him to love all of us.
It's very sweet. He's a sweet boy.
Sweet.
CT Playa. Is that like a beach or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Playa
Are the
is
players
Spanish.
allowed to make a deal on the remaining bounties and chop it up?
Yes. Yes, they are. The mystery bounty is obviously super fun, and it's great for us to watch. And of course, we want to see someone pull the 50K and know that they won it. But I am very much a this is the player's money type of person, and if they want to stop with all the fun shenanigans and they want to chop up the money, it is their prize pool.
Boo.
They can do whatever they want with it, as long as all the players remaining agree. If one person objects to any deal, then the bounties are going however they're supposed to go. Look at this shot of our sponsors. Let's talk about one of them. How about Bedrock City? Bedrock City Comic Company. They are making it possible for us to have a player of the series. Whoever wins this tournament is going to be leading the player of the series.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the day,
Huh.
yes.
The
So,
irony.
yes. We are doing 2 main event seats for the top 2 finishers in the player of the series. First place gets a trophy, player of the series trophy. We're going to show the trophy. Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to show it by the end of the night. Bedrock City is the biggest comic book company in the city of Houston, possibly the United States. We're double checking here. I know there was a mistake with the button. They had to hold up for surveillance, so we're just going to keep talking about our sponsors for a little bit. Bedrock City, have you ever seen the show Young Sheldon?
I have.
Have you ever, do you know where that show is based out of?
I do not.
The city of Houston. There's a comic book store.
I did know that.
There's a comic book store in that show, and they based that store off of Bedrock City Comics because they are the biggest and best in the city of Houston. And so when they were making a show about Houston, they came in, they checked it out, they had a nice little meet and greet with Richard. Based the comic book store on the show off of Bedrock City Comics Comic Company right here in Houston, Texas. They got a link on our website, or you can just go to Bedrock City Comic Company.
I know a better way. Come down to Prime Social.
Yes.
Get the QR code off the table.
You see that QR code? And it takes you right to their site. Or if you're looking at our chip count updates at primesocialtx.com, there is a banner that you can click, and it'll take you right to their site. They have all of your comic book needs.
All of them.
All of them. If you want to buy a comic book or comic book-related memorabilia, they have Pokemon cards. My kids love Pokemon cards. They come in and they tell me every day, Dad, I got a card. It's worth $17.
Oh.
And I say, okay. But they've never sold one. I don't know how they know how much it's worth, but apparently, I'm assuming Mr. Beast told them. They spend plenty of time watching that. Bedrock City Comic Company. Check them out. They support poker in Houston. They support poker in general. I would like it very much if the poker community supported them as a company that supports us. If you are into comic books, check out Bedrock City Comic Company and their website, bedrockcitycomiccompany.com. Top Sushi. You ever been there?
I have.
Delicious. They are absolutely delicious, as you are well aware. Top Sushi. They're just right down the street. Not only do they have amazing food, but Prime Social is offering a deal right now. If you Uber here, because we're so packed with this huge series that we have, that we want to clear out some of the spaces here. We have valet. We'll get everybody a spot that drives, but you help us out greatly if you Uber here. So if you do, free entry, 1 hour of free time. If you do, a little hack. I'll teach you a hack. Go to Top Sushi, leave your car there, Uber over here.
Wait. Go to Top Sushi.
Eat.
Then leave your car there.
Leave your car there. Come to Prime Social. Play the tournament. Bring your leftover sushi. Get a roll for me. If you're, why not? If you're feeling a little, I'll take a tuna roll.
Spicy salmon roll.
Anything with avocado, I'm in. Come on over here. It's like a $3 Uber ride. You get a $10 entry and $12 worth of hourly. You were making money, making $19, which is what you're going to spend on getting yourself some sushi. It's a wash if you aren't very hungry. Go to Top Sushi. It is an amazing restaurant. They are a proud sponsor of the Texas Poker Championship. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so you go there, you eat, you come here, pick up some mystery bounties, make 100K, go back there, eat again.
Yes. You're skipping the part where you bring me some sushi. Go.
I think you could afford to miss a meal or two.
I know. I'm popping out of this shirt for sure. It's a stressful time. I'm eating all of my feelings. Poker Atlas. Ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, is Chris still listening?
Chris who?
Chris Birchfield. Chris, that was an office. That was an office reference.
Chris Birchfield was here at 9 a.m. I think it might be past his bedtime today.
9 a.m. Ever heard of it? Poker Atlas. There we go. We got some excited poker. If you follow along on the blog, which you all should, if you enjoy watching a final table, then you probably really enjoy poker. And we are providing updates on these poker tournaments. I would argue, and I dare you to prove me wrong, we provide the best chip count updates of any major tournament going on in the world right now. The world.
That's a very large place.
That is a very large place. You find them all, and I will admit I have not looked at the updates throughout all of the world, but I would be willing to wager that we do the best. You know why? Because we use Poker Atlas. Poker Atlas, you can see it right there. It helps us track the players at the table throughout the entirety of the tournament. With that comes the ability to update their chip counts. We have dealers put in their chip counts on breaks. Floor staff there to help them out at every break. Send that information over to our live bloggers who post it on our newly revamped site over at primesocialtx.com. Gives you at home the ability to track every single player in the tournament with up-to-date information every 2 hours. Can you name me a series that does that?
Yes. Prime.
That is correct.
Social.
I don't know of anybody who has done it better or will do it better, but I could tell you what.
It's impossible to do it better when it's done the best.
I could tell you what. If anyone ever does want to give me a run for my money, us here at Prime Social, they're going to be doing it using Poker Atlas software. I recommend it as the GPI Tournament Director of the Year loser. I would tell you it's great. They have an app that makes it so that you can check what games are going. If you're close enough, you could just put yourself right on the list while you're on the way there. You want to see what's going on with the tournament? You have the clock on the app for any tournament we got going.
The details.
With all the details of it.
The structure, payouts.
Including how many players are left, how long registration is open, average chip count, and more. Check out Poker Atlas, the best poker room software. If I do say so myself, and you know what? I do say so
I heard you
myself.
say so.
Poker Atlas redefines user-friendly. That's right. Thank you, Prime Social. I want to push for better mystery bounty functionality. Yeah, me too. I do too. I've got... The other cool thing about Poker Atlas is I do this tournament. We're running it, and there's... The software is great, but obviously they haven't pre-programmed all the mystery bounty functions yet because they're a recent thing. I tell them, hey, here's some things that I think are better, or here's some things that I think need improvement. I talk to someone like Ian over at Poker Atlas, and then within a day or two, it's fixed, updated, ready to go. All right, it looks like they fixed whatever the problem was. Ready to continue. I think we got one more sponsor. I'm going to need your help with this one. We got an all in here. Suited ace from the small blind. Carlos folds. The queen 4. Recuerdo mezcal. I believe.
You ever had it?
I don't drink, so I had to have somebody try it for me and ask them how it was. It is a fine, fine tequila. Tequila. I watched their face after they drank it, and I can tell a good tequila. I don't drink, but I can tell because there's a face that people make when they try a tequila that lets you know whether or not it goes down smooth. And when I said, need you to try this, they are sponsoring the live stream. They are great fans of Prime Social and poker and MMA, by the way. A lot of fighters are sponsored by
Yes.
Recuerdo Mezcal. Goes down smooth, tastes delicious, and in the words of Dave Chappelle, oh, maybe I can't say that. You know what? I'm going to scratch that. Drink some Recuerdo Mezcal because it's delicious.
Blake opens Jack 10 of spades here. And Brian, who hasn't gotten out of line at all. And actually, none of these guys have really been getting out of line. Everybody's been playing pretty well. But Brian 3-bets with the ace-4. And I heard them talk earlier about hands that were going on. So I guarantee they're getting text about, from their friends about hands that have been played. And, I guarantee Brian hears about some of these pretty tight folds Blake's been making. And, he has the ace blocker. And, like I said earlier, when we're 9-handed, there was less hands being opened. Now as we're 6-handed, Blake's going to open up a little more, raise more hands. This is a great 3-bet here by Brian. And it's going to be real hard for Blake to call here. Brian's been chipping up rather nicely and uses his chip stack there to bully Blake. Blake's not an easy person to bully either.
No. And especially, that's such a pretty hand. Jack 10 suited.
It really is.
I don't know much of anything about short deck. We were talking about it earlier, but I know that you're like that's the aces.
The Jack 10
yeah.
is just like basically flipping with aces.
Yes. That's the only thing I know. I played one short deck tournament in my entire life.
That wasn't the only thing you know. You knew there was 2, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s.
No,
9s,
there
10s.
are 6s. Yeah, yeah. I think you stop at 5s. Oh, I know you can make a wheel with a 6 and 7, like ace 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, it loops around.
Ace 6, 7, ace 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 9 high straight has an ace in it. Okay, so yeah, I take that back. I'm basically a short deck expert if you think about it.
I don't want none of you, bro, because I know you don't give a fuck.
Those awesome chip count updates as we take a look at the payouts here. We'll let that soak in. Those awesome updates that we were talking about, those are brought to us by Hold'em Media, my buddy Dan Ross. You see him and his team running around like crazy doing these updates, getting those chip counts. Like it is made easier with the great software, but we do still need people to input, upload, dissect, present these chip counts.
Speaking of which, do we have a winner in the Jack stack yet?
Oh, we have to.
I think somebody wins the tournament at Prime Social. They deserve a shout out on the stream.
I agree 100%. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm trying to figure out, oh, we've been back here. We can't tell. I'm just going to go to the site and look at the updates.
What site is that?
PrimeSocialTX.com. I'm typing it in right now. PrimeSocialTX.com. Click on the Jack Stack, event number 2. Scroll through these fine sponsors, Poker Bros, exquisite timepiece. And sure enough, right there, Farley wins Jack Stack. We'll give Dan a little love as we watch, see what happens with Derek and Blake, two Louisianimals going at it here. James Farley outlasts Andrew Boyce. Heads up to earn the win in today's $50,000 guarantee $400 Jack Stack.
Leading player of the series.
Yeah, right this second he is. He definitely is. Even though these players are all guaranteed, well, one of them is going to get more because you get a bonus for making day 2.
Right, but right now he's
right.
in the
You're
lead.
right. Right this second he is in the lead.
If the series ended today, let's hypothetically say that the rest of the tournaments, like the next couple weeks, including this final table, there's this huge freeze.
Yeah.
And we couldn't play any more tournaments.
Okay. Are you writing a cool fiction book or something, Ray? Or, like, it has to be within the realm of believability.
But if that were to happen,
that
Farley would win player of the series.
That is correct. But as we know, that would never happen. That would never happen. This is some good live reporting. The tournament drew 154 entry field, paying the final 20 participants. Farley, a well-known figure for many a day in Texas poker circles, started the day running well, up to nearly a 3x stack on the registration break. He more than doubled his stack in the next 90 minutes, moving to a top 5 stack, maintaining that top 5 status to the final table. You know, you get those kind of updates because we are keeping such good track of the chip counts. These live reporters can go back and look. Where were they on the first break? Where were they when Reg closed? Where was their chip stack in comparison to everybody else? Because the updates are so good. Thanks to Poker Atlas. I gotta call Poker Atlas. I'm gonna start charging them extra. I can't charge them extra. Like, they could charge me whatever they want. I would pay it. I can't even pretend. I can't even pretend. I could tell you, once I go back, I've gone back. You know, I run tournaments all across the country. When you go back to not Poker Atlas, it is very noticeable. Very noticeable.
Yeah, I can definitely agree on that. I've played tournaments all across the country, and I love this Poker Atlas software. Cash games, tournaments, all of it.
With the seat rental system that we do in Texas, it makes it real easy. You put money on your card. Here at Prime Social, it's $12 an hour. You get hour free if you do the whole Uber, you know, stop at Top Sushi Trick, grab hammer and avocado roll, come on down, lots of soy sauce. I'm a fan of soy sauce. Yes, Jave flop, Have flop. What do you think that is? Have flop 1 2 3. Oh, ace. Oh yeah. 1 2 3, ace 2 straight. We are watching this on a 30-minute delay, so everything that we can see happened 30 minutes ago, but they're playing live over there. Sure enough. Ray and I don't know what happens until a half hour after it actually happens, but that makes it so that we can all watch it together. And we can respond when you ask us questions. Colton says, let's go Derek and Blake. Colton was here on day 2 today.
Oh, yeah. There's your chip count.
Like Dave with the J. Oh, Jave. Okay, look, he explained it. So it's Jave flop.
Jave flop.
1 2 3, ace deuce tray. So congratulations to the first winner of the Texas Poker Championship, Farley.
What about that, the Omaha tournament? How many are they down?
Man, I don't know, Ray, because I'm in here with you in the booth. Oh, wait!
Surely there's a way we can find out.
I could go over and look.
Should we ask somebody, or?
I could go over and look right now.
There's several.
This time, I want to know how many are right now. looks like they decided to keep playing. There's 6 left right now. Structure was set to play to the money and then come back tomorrow. Looks like they decided to keep playing past the money, which they could
Looks
do.
like we're going to have a big multi-way pot here. Blake opens at 350. Brian right behind him flats with the king jack. Ryan on the button has the 7s. He's going to take a flop. Carlos is in a small blind with pocket 4s. Can't imagine he's going to fold. Oh, he called already. And Joe with the 8-6 is going to get out of the way. Haven't seen Blake's cards yet. Brian flopping top pair again. We still haven't seen Blake's cards. Ryan has the under pair and a gut shot to the bottom man.
600,000. Yeah, the cold glass. Yeah. Yeah. You always fly. What was the bet? 600.
So it looks like Ryan bet 600 and picked it up.
Alright, new dealer coming in. Only one that gave me respect.
Got the action tracking catching up a little bit. You got me interested in this Omaha event, so I started reading through it.
So that was supposed to be a 2-day event.
Yeah, I mean, it very well still might be, but I can tell you I got DJ over there running that tournament, and there's spots where we have it in the structure that there is a hard stop, but if circumstances and players allow for it, DJ is keeping an eye on this tournament. So if this tournament is going, and he needs to be here anyway, and we have plenty of dealers,
might as well.
if the players want to keep going, we will let them keep going. There are times where we put a hard stop, and I have floor guys that have been here for 14 hours, and the players want to keep playing, and we have to do the hard stop this time. We just have to do it. But this is one of those spots where DJ is going to be here anyway. I have a floor guy. I have dealers. Easy situation. I'm not over there. I don't know. I'm just assuming that they want to keep playing, so we're letting them keep playing. Frankie Odell is still in.
I saw Frankie Odell in there.
Three.
Also saw Miami John.
Miami John is here. Ari Engel. Lots of big names in the mixed game world coming out to support Prime Social in their support of mixed games. Had some cash games going today too. I think I saw you playing one of
I
those.
was playing in the next game.
Some 2040.
Big group of guys came down from Minnesota. And did I say it right? Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Do they say A?
I don't think they say. They say yeah.
I mean, I know we say, like, we make fun of them for the A, but we say y'all.
Yeah, we say y'all. Even I say y'all now. I told somebody, the other guy said, "You're not from here." I said, "I was born and raised in Houston, Texas in 2020."
Y'all.
Y'all. Tell that to my boots. Born and raised in 2020. 2 years old. I am 2 years old.
Ryan moving it in from the hijack.
Colton says,
Love
"Oh,
the U of H sweatshirt.
Colton's gonna be grinding from the box the rest of the series. No more playing."
Colton's a beast.
Colton's a beast.
Well, I don't think that. I was just reading Bryce's comments. I'm just kidding, Colton. Colton knows
Blake
all the respect.
is gonna call with Ace Q here.
And they're pretty close in chips.
Yeah,
Looks
that's.
like Blake barely covers.
He had 300K in the big blind and called 1.8 million. Ooh, and has him dominated.
So Ryan's gonna need a 6 for the full double,
Full double.
or Blake to get a bounty. Yeah,
That's going to make it tough.
could
Now
be,
he's
a tough ride home here.
looking for runners or chops.
And
That's
he
going to lock it
misses.
up.
Good game, Ryan.
I'm still mad. He's literally about to scoop it.
Yeah, Ryan played really well. He had a few tough spots. Didn't really have a whole lot of hands.
Which means that Blake is going to get a bounty draw.
Do you know how much equity was just in that pot? You know how much equity was in that pot for him? How much equity was in that pot?
Let's see what he gets.
He gets a double or he's out. And ladder. And he gets to draw a bounty if he wins.
That's nice. Finding a bounty when you are like the second lowest stack.
Oh, yeah.
That feels good. That feels good.
Yeah, it's basically like Blake got the full double and the bounty.
The full double. Yeah, basically a full double. Oh, it might have been.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Just sitting around doing nothing.
Probably messing around on Poker Atlas.
Yeah. Back in the back playing
Searching Top Sushi's menu.
playing Flappy Bird. If you had the over 1.5 Flappy Bird references tonight.
Oh, look, there's the cowboy hat.
There it is. Oh, perfect. And look at this. They kept the angle right where I asked them to. Making sure it's nice and mixed up. Oh, let's listen. Let's listen.
Now, do they have to open it right away?
Yes.
Oh, these nets are offering 1,500 for it.
No, they are. I'll tell you after we see this one.
And it zero.
Zero?
No, 5.
Oh.
Good job, Blake. 500.
Okay, so since there's 5 of them left, they're talking about the bounties, and they all said whoever pulls it will give everybody else 1,000.
Oh,
That's what they were talking about. And I think when you heard the 15 up it, so we'll give them 1,500 each.
I mean, it's a great deal for the short stacks.
Yeah.
But of course, they have to be in. So if they get eliminated, they don't get the. Yeah.
So that's what they were talking about when I was trying to see if we can get it. You could hear a little bit of it, but
Yeah, I misunderstood.
they're talking about making some sort of save with the big bounty since there's 4 of them left. Which is basically like
Five-handed.
everyone gets a bounty pull. We are 5-handed. 5-handed and rolling.
Well, it's been a while since somebody had.
I was going to say, what's it been? A hand or two since? There has been a lot of kings at this final table. Reza is in the chat. Who do you think is the bingo player at the table? Happy birthday, Reza. I know it was a couple days ago. Happy belated birthday. He's pretending like he's actually 65 years old. Does that seem possible to you?
Yes, because I've known him for over 20 years.
Okay, I would have set the line at. I don't think he looks a day over
He's
64.
young at heart, I promise you.
Thanks for joining us, Reza. Good to see you. Happy belated. Oh, top set is all. What's going on over there?
With the leg,
Yeah.
I think that's the new sponsor.
Blake giving a recap. Oh, he's helping out the action tracker. I see.
Yeah, there's two lots. No, it's 450. No, but no, you just said 420.
Yeah, you're right. 850.
Okay, 850. So 1.05 million and my one. So it should be 1.15 million.
It's all for 100K. Look, bro. Look. This is a deal right here.
Oh, the pot's out, right? So Blake just won that pot, and all his chips weren't pushed back yet. So I think they're making sure the right amount of chips went into the pot. And meanwhile, Carlos is sitting here with top set, like, guys,
Yeah.
guys, please.
You guys
please.
done yet? Can I get back to winning?
Bro, how do you pull a 500 right now? With 5 people left.
And Carlos is good. It's like always a relief on a flop like that when you just pick it up. But then it's so disappointing.
Yeah. Like, you don't want
Like,
to.
oh, thank God I didn't get raised. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, like why didn't he have anything?
You don't like. You don't want to get called and see that straight card bink. You don't want to. You don't want to lose a big one. You don't want to win a small one.
Make sure he's putting his
But you know what they say? It's better to win a small one than lose a big one. Am I right?
Not always.
Am I right, Ray? Am I right? Yeah.
That's such a great analogy.
My great grandpa used to tell me that.
Always better to win a small one than to give your opponent a full dollar.
Yeah, that's actually verbatim what he used to say. Now that I think about it.
I think Derek keeps switching which reader he's going to put his cards on.
I think so too. There's a look at the payouts.
average stack is 40 bigs and a $500 open. Where else can you find this structure?
Oh, let's listen to Derek.
Who came up with these structures?
I mean, when you're right, you're right. Yes. My boy on Twitter, I won't call him out by name. I don't want y'all to go harass him on my behalf, but told me I needed more chips, longer levels, and
Okay, you
more
don't know what
levels.
you're doing.
That I don't. No, he wouldn't say that. He is pretty complimentary in that regard. But this tournament, we are. What time is it? We are 2:30 in the a.m. It's a 2-day event, $500 buy-in, and the 5 of them are still 40 big blinds deep.
Yeah, this could go for a while.
Reverse 4-3-2-1. Did Justin Hammer go to sleep?
Well, wait, I think you're supposed to reverse it, so that would actually be 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ezra says sleep to go. Hammer Justin did.
That was really, really good. I'm very impressed.
Ebony Kenny in the chat.
Oh
what?
my God! Hi, Ebony.
What? My girl, how are you? She's coming.
She's coming.
She's coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she is.
We're gonna have to get some wolf games, Ebony.
Absolutely. Good to see you in the chat. Gonna be good to see you in person.
It's always better to see her in person.
Absolutely. I'm big Ebony Kenny. Coming down next week. Looking forward to it. I
think I'm gonna have a hangover tomorrow.
lots of red wine, please. You got it. You
Well,
got
there's
it.
lots of red cards on the board.
There are lots of red cards on the board.
We don't see Joe's hand again.
Props
Looks
to
like
Carlos.
Ebony's ready to do some dancing.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been so long since I've seen Ebony. I just see her on streams all over Texas. Haven't seen her in person in what feels like ages.
Oh, I had the pleasure of hanging out quite a bit the World Series this year.
Yeah? Look at you. There are 5 players left. 5 players left, Ebony. I believe it.
And there's a 50K bounty.
There's a 50K bounty still left. Absolutely. Wow. I think is reverse 4-3-2-1 joking? I can tell you the exact day that Justin Kelly is coming because he sent me a picture of his hotel reservation. Justin, hold on, I'm typing it in. Oh my God. I'm just trying to find him. It's
Yeah, the 50K bounty is still in play. It is pretty insane. They are 5-handed. The 25K just got pulled, I think, when the player busted 7. So, and a 5K bounty, right? And then
there's still a
a
5K.
1K and then 2 5Ks.
Yeah. 50K bounty still alive. Hammer, who is in the booth with you? None other than the Ray Henson. Houston poker legend. I'm guessing you're all-time Texas leader? Got to be close. Are you the all-time
For what?
Texas? Poker. Are you on the Hendon mob?
Have you lost your mind? There
No.
is a guy, some of you might have heard of him,
Yeah?
that is from Texas. I'll have to Google how to say his name, but it's something like Doyle.
Doyle?
Brunson.
Yeah?
Yes, he is from Texas.
Yeah?
I'm gonna guess he's the all-time Texas.
You have
money
to
leader.
have more. You win. We have an all-in here. We're going to get back to this. Doyle got drafted by the Minneapolis Lakers. I think he's from Minneapolis. Isn't he Minnie Doyle? Appalus, Texas Dolly.
Joe called here, so
Whoa, okay, we got, all right, no more jokes about how, I know where Doyle Brunson's from, sorry. We got a hand here. We got all in a call. Derek is at risk.
this was blind versus blind. Little cooler spot.
Little extra incentive to call there when there's a $50,000 bounty. Can I commentate
and
when
you
I?
have a 20% chance to win that 50K also.
Yeah,
That's
that feels pretty good. Yes, Ebony can do commentary when you are here, for sure. For sure. I would give up my seat for you if I had to.
well, no, Ebony won't be able to do any commentary. She's at the final table. So.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, Ebony. You can't do both. You can't commentate while playing at the final table.
So Joe's gonna need an ace here for the elimination, and it's over now. So he turns 3 jacks. Derek is going to get the
full double. Ray's favorite, the full double. What days the deuce to 7? What's buy-in? All come that day. The deuce to 7 no limit tournament.
Is there a deuce to 7 limit tournament also?
There's not a limit tournament. There is a no limit tournament. I know this, but I'm
Well,
afraid
what's the
I'm...
difference?
Well, deuce to 7 triple draw is limit. There's 3 fixed betting streets.
Oh, that makes sense.
In no limit, you get 5 cards. There's a round of betting. You get 1 draw. Then there's another round of betting. And then whoever has the best hand wins, except it is unlimited. There is no limit to the amount that you can bet. That tournament is on Thursday. Thursday at 3 p.m. The $600 no limit deuce to 7 tournament. If you are a no limit Hold'em player, we have the big Texas going on starting on Wednesday. You can qualify in satellites for that for $180. Starting on Tuesday night, we'll start running satellites for that every night. It's a $1,100 buy-in, $500,000 guarantee. And
That's a lot of money.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty passive on that $500,000 guarantee. I think we might
Double.
not just a partial,
Let's get a full double.
full double the guarantee. If anyone would like to take some action, I will lay some that we can double that. Ray's mic is slightly lower, she says.
I moved it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm so tired. I was getting lazy. It was falling off. With that last hand, Brian has moved in the chip lead. Joe has been chip leader since the final table began, and they're so really close. No, there's neither DJ nor myself are going to be all-time Texas money leader. There are a lot of good players from Texas.
It's a big state.
Also, I can't believe I can't remember his name. The kid that won the main event a couple years ago. Like, just the one tournament has more than double my winnings.
I'm going to get there.
You know he was gonna draw to 50,000 if you knocked me out, right? Yeah, it was like a love. My bounty's worth 50K right now, probably.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Cord has more winnings than me. Pesh. Viet.
Oh. Okay, I know who the...
TJ.
Do you want to guess? Do you think you can...
Guess what?
Who the... Oh, wow. One of the names you mentioned is being ahead of you. You are actually... The first 3 digits in your wins are the same. And the fourth one, yours, is higher.
Oh. Very nice.
Oh,
yeah. David Williams. So they should put him on Nevada. He lives in Vegas.
Yeah. David
And
Williams.
Somebody mentioned David Baker. He actually is listed under Arizona. Also lives in Vegas now.
Yeah.
And he was not from Texas.
Ebony
but
actually...
lived here for a long time.
Ebony nailed the winner. The all-time.
David Williams?
Nope. David? TJ.
I said TJ.
You did say
Oh,
TJ.
Ebony also said Ben. See, there's a lot of good players from Texas.
She is just ripping off some of these.
If you counted online, I bet Adam Geyer would be up there. Not sure where he is with live, but he has a lot of big online scores.
Ebony ripped off the top 3. Oh, she's cheating. Okay.
Oh, you cheater.
Okay. She's cheating. I can get to Ray's name before I see the ads. That's pretty...
Bill Perkins should be up there, too. He plays a lot of the big buy-ins.
William Perkins is slightly below Doyle Brunson. Like 1 spot below.
And I'm not cheating.
You are not cheating. There's another guy who comes in here and plays a lot of the tournaments. Also plays a lot of the high rollers.
Bill Perkins. Oh, Ray Couturme?
That is correct.
Yeah, Ray is from Houston. Obviously, he travels a lot. He plays all the WPTs.
Yeah.
A lot of success.
Still
Two
can't...
chip leaders going at it here.
What are you thinking when you're a chip leader in a bounty tournament with a $50,000 bounty and you're playing in a pot against the other chip leader?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah. Like, that's my answer, but we know I'm scared of lots of spots in poker. I feel like I would frequently just hurl my cards into the muck. Or pretend like I was about to make a big bet and then just check.
Oh,
Oh, just top
Joe
set.
flopped 3 aces. Very unlucky Brian didn't have anything. Turns an 8 there, then we're just going to see the biggest pot of the tournament.
Yeah. Biggest pot of the tournament, and then possibly the biggest bounty of the tournament in the same hand.
20% chance.
Viet Vu is on the list. Vo, I assume.
Vo.
Yeah, I think that's what you meant. Viet Vo. Oh, Vinny Vin on the list.
Oh, and John Benetti, he's got to be up there.
11.
R.I.P. John Benetti.
I'm gonna try to raise money for it.
Well,
Who am I missing? Let me see this cheat sheet. David Benefield, Keith Tilston. How did we not come up with these names? Michael Dyer, that was the kid that won the main event.
you did?
We got second. I don't know. No, he did not win. He got second.
Okay, I was gonna say
I don't know, man. Yeah, he has one cash for 3.7 million and 4.7 in career earnings.
so he's won $1 million outside of there.
Yeah, no, which I'm not scoffing at all.
$1 million is more than I have won at playing poker. Third. They're saying third in the chat. He got third.
He got third. Sorry, guys, I'm not good with this stuff.
Getting third is. It's got to feel like winning.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind third in the main event.
If I had to pick one tournament to get third in, I think that's the one.
I mean, I was along the right lines at least.
Yeah. No, you did way better than I did. I thought it was
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna say like the kid that ate the cereal, like
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
was such a memorable moment.
yeah.
Like, why can't one of these guys do that? It'd be great for ratings.
Yeah. Oh, I remember when
I'll
Frank.
be right back. I'm gonna go take Joe some Wheaties.
Yeah, you should. I remember when Frank was eating that chicken wing at his final table. Frank Stapuchin?
Who ate chicken wings?
They call him Frank the
oh,
Tank.
Frank the Tank. Okay,
Yeah.
on this stream, yes. Well, it's easy to eat chicken wings when you're playing if you don't ever look at your cards.
That's true.
So he has a strategy and he goes with it.
I would actually encourage you, as Derek has 2 jacks here,
Again,
I would actually encourage you to not look at your cards if you're eating chicken wings and there's stuff all over your hands. Like,
yeah, no, these RFID cards don't want to get them too dirty. So.
No, they're expensive. We are 5-handed here at the 500,000 guarantee mystery bounty.
Yeah, so Blake limped in here under the gun, and then Brian raised right behind him with the A7. And, you know, like I was saying earlier, Derek and Blake have known each other a long time. Derek knows that Blake could be limping very big here. So he's going to be very thrilled to see that snap fold.
Yeah.
Or by both. There's no right way to play jacks. But Derek did play jacks the right way both times.
There's, no, I don't know if you know this, Ray. There's only 2 ways to play pocket jacks. And they're both wrong.
I don't know. Did you ever see the clip of Uncle Ron with the pocket jacks?
I don't think so.
It was in the Poker Go studio. They were playing, I think, like some live cash game or something.
Yeah.
It folds to him on the button, and he just turns up 2 jacks. Says,
Oh, yes, yes.
And
No,
just
I do
folds.
remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah,
Uncle Ron,
Ron's great.
I am a fan of Uncle Ron. Ever since he played in a satellite and he used an actual satellite as a card protector, I knew that dude was right up my alley.
Yeah, I don't know how he had room for the satellite in the wagon next to the watermelon, but he did.
He is a good time.
I was praying. I was hoping he did that, but I didn't think he was going to do that.
Yeah, I'm friends with good old Uncle Ron and his uncle brothers.
Yes. Blair
Grant.
and Grant. Actually saw Blair when I was in California before this series started. I was hanging out over at Thunder Valley with a Run Good stop. You might be familiar.
I am familiar. Ben Irwin.
Ben Irwin. Fun fact, if you promise to keep it here between us and the 100 people watching right now, I will tell you The tournament that we ran today, the Jack Stack, was named after Ben Irwin.
Did not know that.
It was.
That's wild, wacky stuff.
If you know Ben Irwin, he is always so jacked. And when I made that tournament, I wanted it to be like pumped up. What can I name it after? Just got off the phone with my buddy Ben Irwin. I said, this tournament's going to be jacked. Like my buddy Ben Irwin. Called it the Jack Stack.
I thought it was from all the time you spent in the gym.
That too. I mean, you saw there was a arm emoji on the structure sheet. If you look at it, it's the muscle. So jacked, we would say. So jacked. As we wait to see what Blake does here and what he has.
Yeah, these guys keep moving around. That's one of the reasons it's not picking up their cards. So we don't see what Blake has here, but he's in the tank. We see Brian bet with the 2-7.
Ebony Kenny is now following. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. That's enough. That'll get your ticket into the booth.
And Blake moves all in, and we see that. Still don't see his cards, but we see Brian's going to have a hard call here with 2-7s. The board is pretty draw heavy, but didn't expect him to call. He did not. I'm taking Ebony Kenny to Fogo down the street when she comes to town.
Oh my
You
god.
should take her to Top Sushi.
Okay. That sounds fair. I mean, I kind of wanted to go to Fogo too, but I'll go to Top Sushi.
Top Sushi.
Top Sushi is so good. When are the main event satellite on
And
ACR?
now we see Blake saying he had the ace-4 with the ace of spades. Pretty strong check raise there by Blake. A gutter and an overcard.
And the nut flush blocker. Top Sushi. I'm in a super bougie mood. Oh, you were reading that, which is oh, okay. How do you fold sevens? DJ in the chat. I'll take Ebony Kenny some places. Fine, just bring me back a to-go box. Because I will be here every day till the end of the Texas Poker Championship.
Where is here?
Here, 7801 Westheimer, Houston, Texas. This is event 1 that we're watching right now. We just have 2 events going in the background, so we're 3 out of 22. That means there's 19 events left.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw you writing something on the wall. I was trying to figure out what it was.
Double checking my math. Tomorrow we have a short deck tournament as well as triple stud. Triple stud is stud, stud 8, and Raz. I really appreciate this stack depth 5-handed 6 structure.
Oh, it's great to see tournaments like this being this deep. You know, a lot of times, unless you're watching the highest of buy-ins, it's a lot more shoving at the end because people don't have a lot of chips, and you know, with the average stack being 40 bigs, there's a lot of play to it. And you know, you saw Blake be able to check raise just a gutter. You know, obviously he was hoping for the fold from Brian. It's plays like that that you just don't get when stacks are really shallow. So yeah, I agree. KJ.
What was that name again?
Either Koiche. I can't tell if that's an O or an A.
I would like you to commit to one.
Huh?
I would like you to commit to one.
I'm afraid of commitment.
I'm gonna say it's Koi J.
Okay. I'll go with you.
And open to the fact that I might be wrong.
And Blake winning another pot where he had nothing.
Blake seems to be making his move.
Oh, it's Koi J LOL.
Koi J lol. Are you sure? Why are you reading those letters? Maybe it's Koi J lol. Look at that cut card. That looks sharp. Prime Poker. New logo. Going through a little bit of a rebranding phase. Prime Poker. If you want to let me know what you like or dislike about any of our structures, our tournaments, you can always reach out to me on Twitter at @TheJustinHammer. Also on Instagram at @TheJustinHammer. There's some cool Facebook groups where you can go in, tell me what you think about anything I do around here. Always happy to hear it. Who we got in the booth with Hammer? This is the Ray Henson. 21st on Texas all-time money list.
Wow, I'm
Ever heard of him?
withered.
Wither, no way. It's
So there's a guy in this chat that thinks just because he won a bracelet in a flip and go, he should be an auto advance.
wow.
What is this about? All right, we got action here. Derek raised the 400. Blake flatted with the 6-7 of spades. Brian from the small blind with the small pair. 3-bet to 1.6. Derek's going to be in a really tough spot here. Like a really, really, really tough spot.
What do you think this raise is from Brian? A little bit?
I think he has 2-4s.
Little. I mean, what do you think he's thinking here? Is he just going for a squeeze? This is a good spot, senses a little weakness. Maybe get everyone to fold.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, up until this point, he's played with Derek a lot in the tournament. I know Derek's played pretty tight at the table, but like I was saying earlier, as we start getting more and more short-handed, 5-handed, now people are going to be opening wider, and, you know, he obviously knows that Derek's going to open more hands than he was before. And he knows Blake's going to, you know, be playing a lot more hands also. He obviously is just hoping to take the pot down here. But, you know, it's... Nothing Derek does here right now is going to shock me.
Call, raise, or fold?
Call, raise, fold.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to shock me. What a sick.
Show one time, bro, please. I'll tell you what I have. I swear.
Oh, Derek, you're going to have to wait 30 minutes.
Yeah. Gonna have to
And
wait.
he's not going to be happy when he sees it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we saw earlier, like, they were raising and Blake was folding Queen Jack of spades. And
Yeah.
now that we're 5-handed, they're raising, he's calling 6-7 of spades.
Definitely opening up.
You know he's not playing. I just believed you that time. I don't know why. He knows I'm not playing with him. That's the first time I've seen it.
Isn't that a fun spot to show a 4 though? You, like raise there and
No, I mean, it's a scary spot because the next time you 3-bet with, like, ace queen or something, then they 4-bet, you're like, you know.
yeah. Are you doing that because I
Yeah,
showed that 4, or are you
exactly.
doing that because you got a hand? Interesting sizing for that squeeze. This fold with ace queen. Ebony says no, no, no. They tried to make her fold an ace queen, and she said, no, no, no.
Yeah, I honestly, like, most likely thought Derek was putting it in there. I think if Derek had him covered, he would have. You know, with that 50K bounty left, it's kind of like reversed ICM. You want to play pots with people that you have covered, not with people that have you covered.
Yeah.
do kind of look like.
I think if this were a regular tournament with no bounties, Eric would have put it in there.
I love when it did. A couple waters, a couple ice.
No sinking. That's fair.
I am a little shocked he folded. Not extremely shocked.
The way he put it all in with those 2 jacks a little earlier, it seemed like he was ready to pick up the aggression and pick up those spots where he can.
Yeah,
That's-
and you heard him too. As soon as Blake folded, he screamed no. You know, in the back of his mind, he knew, you know, it's probably not a huge chance, but there's still a small chance that Blake flatted a monster.
yeah,
So
and then that's a
had to
perfect
do-
spot for
that
him.
Had to do something with him folding,
Yeah.
but
Complete suicide. I feel nitty like you.
yeah, I agree. So DJ thinks that back to the auto advance would be good promo for the series if there were anyone deserving. I think whichever player does the commentary with you for the first event should get an auto advance.
Oh,
And
that's
it seems like DJ agrees. He thinks that there should be an auto advance. So
okay. And
I'm down with it, DJ.
DJ, I look. He said back to the auto advance. We'll get back to getting back to the auto advance. What did Ebony have to say?
I don't know. I think Ebony was blocked. We can't
I
see
think
her
she
last
said.
comment.
I think she said the singing was great.
Was somebody singing?
Yeah, I did a little song about Ace Queen and folding it, and no.
no.
Yeah. It was a.
No, I don't see her comment about that.
How many people do you know that combine like Ebony Kenny and Amy Winehouse? How many people you know that could pull that one off? Yeah. You know what they call that? Radiohead? Range. They call that range.
Yeah, that's a wide ranger.
I did say it. See? Well, would need to be in relation to Fipping. Oh.
So, I've only heard of one flip and go tournament ever, and the guy that won that tournament came up to me on first break, telling me about how that tournament was a joke because he had the worst table draw ever, and how it wasn't fair, and just whine.
Who was that?
I don't remember.
Interesting. Yeah. Ebony,
Yeah, I mean, some guy. He was just.
I will tell you that, unfortunately, DJ, we don't have a flip and go tournament here at the Texas Poker
No flip and go.
Championship. We do have one that is a sweat and go because flips are what they do. Oh, here we do sweats. Let me ask you this, DJ. When you played the flip and go, did they have the turn face down? Was the turn face down? Because that's what it's going to be here.
Why is it always a turn face out?
Why? As opposed to a different
Yeah,
card?
instead of the river.
The river should be finite. Like, the river should just be static. So, obviously, I mean, I thought you would be the one to tell me. This is a Houston thing, right?
Yeah, I always ask people, why do you put the turn face out? Nobody has an answer for it. I feel like the dealer should burn, put 3, burn, put 1. And if you want to have one face down, now they have it in their hand, and nobody can, like, muck cards on top of it, or nothing bad could happen with it when the dealer has it in their hand.
What if they put the flop, put it face down, face up, and then picked up the turn and put it back on top of the deck?
Well, I mean, this is Texas. We do what we want.
Would that change the randomness
They could
of
not
it?
do that in Vegas.
Would that change the randomness of it?
Yes.
You know what people would tell me is that wasn't the true. It's not the true card. It's not the true. It's not the card the universe destined
It
to
was
be
not
in
the
that
card
spot.
The good Lord wanted.
The good Lord wanted to put as the 4th out of the 5.
I think
It is.
Dennis Jr. had a question.
It is the Lord's Day. Not sure there's a real answer. It's just more fun to sweat the turn. I think that is the real answer.
Is that McLovin?
It is more fun to sweat the turn.
What's up, Noah? Haven't seen that guy in forever. has the great Justin Hammer been to the rodeo? Well, seeing as how he scheduled his tournaments over the rodeo, it's kind of hard to take him.
No, I will tell you, I did get an invite, and it was like the day before this series was supposed to kick off, and I just had so much more work to get done before we started playing out here. I didn't get to go, but what I did do is wear my hat and my new boots, and I went for a walk over to the Canes over here, and somebody came up to me and they just said, how's it been out there? And I don't know who this person is. It was just a nice fellow Texan, and I said, to which are you referring? He said, the rodeo that you are obviously going to. And, yeah, had to tell him, I'm not sure. So, no, I have not been to the rodeo yet. And thanks for calling me great.
All right, so this spot went limp, small, and Brian raised all the big. So now we're getting it bloated a little. Both players have what Norm and Chad would refer to as squadouche.
Squadouche? Norman Chad, we got to get him out here.
You know, he was supposed to come one time.
He
and then
was.
you rained that freeze out.
You know, to his credit, he was still fully prepared to come, even when things were frozen.
Yeah, I know.
The only reason he didn't had nothing to do with him not wanting to or the hotel being, it was they would not fly here. They just would not. The runways were frozen. Everything was frozen. Or one plane landed and it just kept sliding until it hit Dallas. So they did not allow any planes to come in. So we had to cancel our deal.
Brian kept up the aggression, picks up another hand. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, I've never played with this guy, Brian, but I'm really loving the way he plays. His timing has been really, really good.
See, Derek's wearing a Saints hat. He's from New Orleans.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
So
if somebody
Darwin Moon,
wears a
yeah.
Saints hat, they're from
Right.
Louisiana.
Right.
Got it.
Big Jimmy. He wears Saints stuff. From Louisiana. See?
Folds around to Brian in the small blind. He's picking up raising chips again. He's really amping up the aggression here. Nick says, Ray, you demand. Thanks, buddy. Good luck this series. I'll be rooting for you.
Bro, is it gonna be the last bounty to get pulled? What's the odds of that? What if it's the last one?
I don't think there's any more problems.
What if it's the last fucking bounty?
Oh, that would be sick.
That's two.
Yeah, we would just get the big 100K.
Now, what's the mystery?
And Brian's been taking a lot of real smaller sizing on his raises. I know on the 3-bet he went for bigger sizing, but on this raise he went for the 3x rather. He's been a little over 2x. Picks up another pot. He's feeling it right now.
I want to go on a heater. Can you? How do you do that? How do you go on a heater?
You bring the cold weather with you, so it's hard to be on a heater in this weather.
Okay, that's fair. He did. It was you and me back here during that freeze, wasn't it?
Yes.
We were back here doing
Yes.
commentary.
It was me, you, and Chris. and it was so cold next to this window.
Yeah.
I got a free Prime social hoodie
Yeah.
out of it.
And it was still freezing. Yeah, the room was pretty cold, even with the heat blaring, but like sitting next to the window when it was frozen outside. As Blake wakes up with a monster here, Ace King suited.
It really is. This is my parents.
Always love this when somebody's talking when you're about to raise and you just like look over and you join in the conversation. You're like, oh yeah, I have a hand. Okay, I'm gonna raise.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I'm still in this. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I raise.
Yes, I guess I will exit the conversation and enter the raising of this hand. Brian coming in with the A7.
I never won 50K.
Yeah, Brian's been feeling. He's playing a lot of hands right now. Yeah, he's been picking up a lot of pots.
Y'all want to just...
Let me think about it.
also ask its floor.
No, they would let
Expect Joe to come along here. Joe likes his suited cards. Out of everybody at the table, I've had more experience with Joe than anybody.
Really?
I've just had a headache.
That's saying something.
Oh yeah, and I have a lot of experience playing with Derek and Blake.
I'll let you know. 5 minutes.
No, he's probably going to do it. Just give him a second.
This
They both flop an ace
yeah,
here.
this could get bad for Brian.
50K, a 5K, a 1K, and a 5K.
Not saying this pot they'll get it in, but he's definitely gonna lose some chips here.
You can keep that.
Yeah,
13-8 apiece, and then that's
Blake sizing up a little bit to
oh, you took that 1,000 out.
make sure that he can jam turn.
Yeah. More than fair.
You know,
More than fair. I'm good.
make sure he has less than a pot-sized bet going into the turn.
I just
We got to wake up, baby. I got to start standing up, get some shit moving. Y'all want to fall asleep? I'm finna start running y'all over. This when I turn up. I'm used to being up at this time. Boss, though, would you get tired? Don't get tired. Come on. I'm going to start punishing you. He already got the 25K bounty. Like, fuck, y'all ready to go.
Wouldn't be shocked to see Blake go for a check here.
Are you no, take the 1K off top. Yeah, tip it to the house.
He's got 30K in bounty. He's ready to
Also,
go.
not shocked if he just moves it in.
Take 1K off the top, and then we chop the rest 4 ways. 1K to the house.
Y'all be tired. We gonna play till fucking late. Whenever y'all
That's fair.
start falling asleep,
Excitement.
that's when I'm gonna start staying up.
I bet he's not going to be in there, bro.
I'm tired too, but I'm gonna stay awake.
Also, you got.
I mean,
Already
one.
Almost 50K.
Wear them down. Wait till about 5 a.m. They all get worn down. It's gonna be time to go.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Before we do it, let me just do this. Everyone?
No one's excited now. Hey, there better be a 50 in there.
Blake
Everyone
trying to
wants
figure out
chop
how to
down.
get the
It's more
rest of the chips in. Derek trying to figure out how to distract Blake.
Total of the envelope. Total of the envelopes, 4 ways minus $1,000.
Give me one. It's the bottom one. I got the 500. He probably got. It's gotta be that one. If it's the last one open, I bet you it's that one.
Yeah, hold on, Blake, don't open it.
Which one do you want to go
Open
first?
yours first. They make their money on mid.
50, right here. There it is.
Blake
Fuck
with
you.
chips. And with the 50K bounty still in play, it's
So we're taking. You wanna
Brian's
take
in a
that one
really
off the
tough
top?
spot here. Feels like Blake has to have an ace, so he knows like his hand's just in
Track one
jail.
from there. Track one from there. Did you say one stick?
Even if he hits a 7, it won't play.
55, 4-way. 4-way, good.
With that 50K bounty, it's going to be tough to get away from this. Yeah, he does. He makes a call.
What are you waiting on? about me? Put an 8.
Yeah, Blake's gonna double here.
We got 2,400,075. 2.47.
I don't want to do this.
If this were a regular tournament, I really think Brian would have folded that hand. Knowing if he calls and Blake doesn't have an ace,
Nobody's rushing you. Take your time, bro.
he's got a 20% chance to pick up 50K.
No, we're playing for
No,
heat.
alright, you can keep talking. I'm just saying that I like.
We're short-handed playing for heat. You can take as much time as you want. Nobody's gonna say shit. We're playing for fucking 100 grand. Almost. Like whatever's fucking like. Nobody's gonna say shit. Take your time. Don't worry about what I'm saying. Do you?
If you want me to
Play your game.
I understand. You want me to play slow because the worse you structure, the deeper the line is, the better shot you got for it.
No, I'm not saying
You know?
that. Man, I take my time on the season. I respect you. Every decision fucking happens.
Yeah, I feel like that was the spot there where Brian was kind of on winner's tilt. He picked up a few hands in a row, started feeling good, was picking up chips, and decided to pill there with the ace-7. Got himself in a tough spot. Pretty unfortunate. 2 aces left in the deck and one of them flops.
Dude's been holding this for 3 hours and just decided to fucking play it back.
Man, you don't have to ask me. Hold the rules, man. Right, 600.
Here you see Joe raise the blind versus blind with the Jack-6. Joe back into the chip lead.
No, I'm not saying I'm big. I won't play for
Pretty insane. 50K bounty still in play. 1,322 players, I think, down to 5.
No, yeah, I mean, he's like. No, I know the pots are like fucking.
Bro, don't worry about who the fuck cares if you're going fast.
I kind of do. I don't like re-adding the pots 9 times in my head. Like,
That's why you shouldn't worry about the extra.
Raising it. 550.
Someone reminds me of the Power Ranger movie. No, the movie. Like when they were real people. Play their hands back.
DJ 5th place is 14,000.
No, hell no.
Sorry, 5th place is 14,000. 4th is 18.5. 3rd, 25K. 2nd, 34K. 1st, 50,450. But like I've been saying, the 50K bounty is still in there. There's also a 5K bounty. I believe 1K and 2 500s.
You don't know what he's about to do.
Check. 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 Check.
got a 4. Good.
There you see Joe and Blake checking it down. Joe River and
Got her,
the
man.
Miracle 4.
You got a club draw. You got a club draw? No, you got a club draw. I'm saying. Yeah, I was gonna bet the turn, but I was like, let's take the free one.
Sure, it's 3 outs. Straight draw for a straw.
I'm just sending an ace jack.
Love seeing everybody in the chat saying they're coming to town for some of the later tournaments.
We tried early. I thought I was pulling it.
It's gonna be a fun couple weeks out here.
I can't believe Fish pulled. My DJ buddy literally busted like 4 hours before the guy who went in front of us, who I was like, I have his too. He just was loving the sweat that no one had pulled it yet.
Raise. 525.
Derek's gonna raise it here with the Queen Jack. I don't expect Blake to just fold King Jack here. Any big names coming for the main? Pretty sure Delwante _ 2001 will be here for the main. Delwante _ 2001 is also friends with Phil Helmuth, and he said Phil Helmuth said he's coming.
Did he really?
That's what Delwante _ 2001 said.
Delwante? Was he born in 2001? Delwante _ 2001?
I believe he was born before.
He was?
I believe so.
Or do you think that there was just 2,000 Delwante's underscores before him?
That would make the most sense.
Yeah. Out here name dropping. David Singer is going to be there? Wait, we're talking about all the people that are going to be here, and I had to...
Somebody wants to play the singer heads up.
The singer?
Yeah, David Singer.
Oh, not me singing about folding
Nobody
ace
wants to
queen?
hear you sing again.
They tried to... Okay. You keep saying it.
What screen name? Delwante _ 2001? Has anyone seen the 10 DJs behind the Cord picture? Well, it started with 10 DJs behind the DJ picture.
Yeah, and then Cord went deep at the
Yes.
tournament. Yeah, he got
Ebony
added.
might not have seen that picture. I'm gonna have to send it to her. They actually made a T-shirt or a sweatshirt of that and gave it to DJ for Christmas.
Aw, how nice is that?
So DJ, when you make the final table of this main, you better wear that sweatshirt.
God, that'd be awesome. That would really provide some prominence to that group, I think, if you wore that shirt.
Yeah, that group's not prominent anymore.
No.
It's just JC Squad.
Yeah. It reached pretty high prominence.
Yeah.
That's a good group.
Delwante _ 2001 to the 10th power is pretty strong. We haven't even talked about this hand. Somehow this hand has made it to the river.
Queen
Derek
high.
has bet 850. But it went... Derek raised to 500. Blake 3-bet to 1.4. And Derek's going to show the bluff. Derek loves showing his friends bluffs.
Blake took a really long time to fold king high there, though.
He really
It
did.
shows like...
I mean, as I've said 100 times, these guys have gone back.
Yeah.
They probably have gone back to at least 2001 underscore Delonte.
That's some different level shit right there, bro. I mean, I was blocking that. Yeah, that's like it.
Yeah, a squat game is not a game I want to be involved in.
No. Wait, is that like squats, like the exercise squats?
I'm guessing, yeah, if you like lose a hand, you probably have to do squats.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I would be playing so tight.
Yeah.
I know Delonte underscore 2001 does a lot of squats because he puts on his Instagram story every day of being at the gym. Gives his beard a good rub, gives the belly a rub, sideways head, shakes his head yes.
You know Duante underscore 2001 in real life?
Oh, they did red or black for squats. No, because there's no avoiding that. Nope, I'm all out.
Yeah, that does not sound fun. 50-50 on every flop. Do you have to do extra squats?
Yeah, if it comes like all diamonds and you have black, do you have to do like 10x?
Oh god, I'm out. Out.
Ebony says that at Delonte 2001 skipped leg day.
Is that someone different than Duante underscore 2001, or is that the same person?
Let me go. I'm gonna have to do my research. You know, I did a live stream with Delonte underscore 2001 one time. He was a lot of fun. We're gonna have to get him in the booth one day.
I've also done a live stream.
Oh, now Delonte underscore 2001's threatening me not to give me my 3 minutes I deserve.
3 minutes of what?
That's private.
Oh. Okay.
Now the entire chat's gonna have to wonder what 3 minutes it was.
Now I want to get him in the booth just so he can tell me about it. About your private.
Oh, that's the only reason you want to move it.
Yeah. The 3 minutes of private. 3 minute massage? Oh.
Yeah, let's see what the chat guesses the 3 minutes is going to be.
Okay, but if he's giving you a 3 minute
then
massage,
I'll ask Delonte underscore 2001 if it's okay if I share what the 3 minutes is going to be.
all right.
3 minutes of heaven.
If it's a massage, you can't do it on the floor because it's going to make other people jealous.
No. Like, we're not going to take over jobs. There are some wonderful massage therapists here.
Yes.
At Prime Social.
There
so
are.
When you guys come down this week, make sure you bring a little extra massage money.
It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I did promise myself I would get a massage at some point, but I decided to save it for the middle. For the middle of the series.
Are you planning on getting your massage from Delonte underscore 2001?
What does he charge for every 3 minutes?
I don't know. All right, guys. Everybody in the booth right now, I mean in the chat, go give Delonte underscore 2001 a follow. He's a great guy.
A follow on what?
On Twitch, Instagram, Hendon Mob.
Is his Insta also Delonte underscore 2000?
No, I don't think there was as many Delontes on Insta. So, is it called Insta or is it called the Gram?
I think it's both of those actually.
Joe back into the chip lead with 45 bigs.
Played that hand about as fast as he could.
Must have done something right.
It was pretty fucking weird. I was trying to guess.
There were so many chips in there. I still ate it. Yeah,
I
I
was
hate
trying
that.
to guess which one.
The box is fucking easy.
He faded the snap call, bro. That helped.
Carlos picking up a pretty big hand here, 5-handed, ace king.
Yeah, but I mean, what? I mean, he was snapping his hands up and
Snap. Come on, snap.
Hey, 5.5.
Yeah, Carlos knows as a short stack. Well, and he's not even short, he still has a lot of chips. But as the shortest stack, he's got a mark on his back. I have somewhere to be at noon today. Will this be over? I tell you what, I'm not going to be here at noon. Folds Brian in the small blind. He's going to raise it with the ace high.
I'm Asian, so you know.
You got the 1942 ready? Or we're waiting till the main?
Why you trying to bring us back to the depression, bro? We're trying to make money, not go
Carlos
broke.
with the 2 8s.
Hey, get the bottles ready.
This hand's definitely not going to the muck.
All the salt.
Yeah,
There's no
he's
way
all
I can
in.
get this line up. Love Paul. He's the only one I'm worried about. Oh yeah. Show it.
And as you see, sacks are really starting to even out now.
I need to cool somebody.
Dude, that's what's good with the structure, bro.
Joe with the chip lead. Blake on the shortest stack with 5.6 million. Which is still over 20 bigs, a lot of room to work with.
This shit hype you up a little bit.
When I cool you,
This shit just turns you on, huh? He talks to himself and psychs himself up to stack.
do something else.
He psychs himself up. Like, he has to do that, though. Otherwise, he wouldn't care.
Raise 550.
You know, has to psych himself up to play.
Holds to Brian on the button. He's going to open the king jack. Joe, big blind, picks up a monster here.
That's what keeps you going. I might stack there in the corner. That's what keeps you. Reese, what up?
And Brian was cruising here a little bit ago and, you know, had a couple missteps, lost a couple hands. And it seems like every time he raised, somebody's 3-bet or he's taken stabs at pots, not been able to pick them up. And it's just crazy how it just turns like that sometimes. Like the cards can be so cruel. you know all that's going on in his head right now. And I mean, King Jack of Diamonds on the button, such a huge hand. And just very unfortunate. He runs into a Joe with pocket queens. And you can see, like, he doesn't want to fold. You know, King Jack's such a big hand, and like all this is going through his mind right now about how he just keeps getting 3-bet. He's tired of it.
Oh, this is a big hand. I got a cool story for you.
Oh, I like full stories. After you tell me, can I say full story, bro? Oh, and Brian's good shipping. Joe's definitely calling here. Well, I expected Joe to call pretty fast here. He hasn't yet. It's
375,000.
yeah, Dewante _ 2001 says King Jack looks like ace. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he just keeps getting 3-bet. It's King Jack of Diamonds on the button. Like, somebody 3-bet you out of the blinds. They don't have to have a big hand. Yeah, Joe does make the call, as I expected. He's got a safe flop, so Brian's gonna need a king and a king only.
That is not a king.
That's not a king. Brian's gonna finish in 5th place.
Great run by.
What did I say? 14,000? Yeah, that's a great run.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with how he played. I know it's not the outcome he was hoping for once it got down to 5 or 6 handed, but he played great. He, like I said, at the end there, just ran into hands over and over. He raised, somebody 3-bet. He raised, somebody 3-bet. He raised, he bet flop, somebody raised. You know, just the cards are cruel.
That is the kind of thing that makes King Jack look like aces.
Let's see, 5th place, 14,000 plus whatever bounties he got along the way
Yeah.
for a
Which-
500 buy-in.
I walked up and saw. Actually, I saw them counting his bounties. I think, and it was. I think it was like 7,000 worth of bounties. So that's an extra 50% on the payouts.
Yeah, it's huge.
So we had a regular poker game that met not regular like once every few months
Wait,
maybe.
before we start the story, can we
Yes.
watch Joe pull his bounty?
Oh my God, you're right.
What are the chances here? 1 in 1,
Oh, I
Oh,
actually.
what are the chances here, they asked?
It's
$500.
5. All right, guys.
They knocked out another one of the lower ones.
We are 4-handed. There's still a 50K bounty.
It was still a 50K bounty. Who had the line on it lasting all the way till? Do you think that would provide any
Well, I know Fitz thought it would.
any heads up or heads up implications?
No, I don't think it
ICM.
changes
Do you
the way
think
they
it would change? Oh yeah, that's probably when it doubles the size of first place. Do you think
Full
it
doubles?
full? No, first place is 50,450, and the bounty is far, so it would not.
Okay.
That would be an inaccurate use of full double because it would only be a partial double.
All right, Dewante _ 2001 said probably 1 in 4 chances. I'm gonna say it was like 1 in 5, maybe.
Yeah, there was 5 envelopes.
Yeah.
He was pulling one of them.
Yeah,
Hold
I feel like it was 1 in 5, but
Stop talking for a second. I'm looking at my calculator.
okay.
I can't do math while you keep.
All right, guys, Justin's fully on his calculator. Oh, he did the 5 with the star next to it. Like, oops, my fat fingers hit the wrong number. Dewante 2000 underscore 2001. Maybe that's what happened when he was putting his name.
Oh, yeah.
His
You're
fingers
probably,
accidentally hit underscore 2001. It was
That-
supposed to just be Dewante.
that makes a lot of sense,
Okay.
actually. Oh, we got 2 aces here.
Oh, that's a good hand.
Yeah, that is a good hand. Even someone like Dewante underscore 2001 would play 2 aces.
I don't know. I've seen him bust out final table, a lot of events with 2 aces. He's also a lot of huge equity spots with 2 aces. He's probably learned to fold 2 aces.
Yeah? I can tell you for the first time ever on Club GG, I folded 2 aces. Ooh, pre-flop.
Slick fucker, bro. 2 aces on the button.
Okay, so we had this regular poker game.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you my
Back to
cool,
this.
get your cool story, bro, ready.
All right, warming up.
We would play in person. We would play a 22-game mix. Every few months or so, we would get together. It was a nice little hang out with some friends, play some poker, have a good time.
It could take a few months to play all 22 games.
Yes, sometimes. But we had one of those planned, and it was, I don't remember the exact date, but probably whatever the like 3rd or 4th Saturday in March of 2020 was. And COVID happened, and nobody was meeting in person anymore. So we postponed this game, and then we figured out that we could play a lot of these games in a online club. So we organized the online club, and we played, and we Zoomed, and we made it as much of a social gathering as we could under the circumstances. And then I end up moving out to Texas and working at the Great Prime Social and running all these tournaments and having a great time. I run the Texas Poker Championship, and some of those from the group decide they're going to come out and sport. I'm putting mixed games out because we all love the mixed games. Tim Wong comes out, plays the Omaha tournament, and he just took first place, took home the trophy. Came out just to sport because we were, mixed games is like a nice little tight-knit community.
Oh, this was today.
Today, just now. That's what I went out just now when I was gone for a few minutes and told him congratulations. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you supporting. And I think it's going to be easier to keep supporting if he keeps winning first place. So,
Yeah, that's
congratulations. Tim Wong, first winner
Tim
of a
Wong.
mix event. The Omaha 8 tournament just won. And we picked up a follower. See? I know that's a good story because we just picked up a follower. You see that?
when you tell stories like that, you get followers. So, cool story, bro.
Thank you. Can I see what Dewante underscore 2001 says about this story?
All right, Dewante underscore 2001. Tell the real Texas Hammer what you think of that.
Whatever bounty gloves is one of the top 4 ways even.
How are you going to take your 1K though?
No, take that for 1K off top. Yeah, tip it to the house for doing the split for us. I got you.
Okay. So there's a.
That's a good deal for me.
Hammer getting more pros to move here.
And then we chop the rest 4 ways. 1K to the house and then.
No, but they're not moving. They're visiting, DJ.
Is that fair?
Sorry, Dewante underscore 2001.
Okay.
I thought that since there was a D and a J in the name, that he might
You
go
can't
by that.
just shorten somebody's name like that.
That's true. You should only.
Smuh.
You should. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, Smuh. How would you pronounce it?
Okay, wait, hold on. Look
Wait,
what's happening
what's going
here.
on?
Look what's happening here.
Hold on, real quick, before we do it. Let me just get it. I think it's the one. You can keep it.
No one's excited now. Hey, there better be a 50 in there.
Everyone wants to chop the bounties. You're good with chopping the bounties 4 ways.
No, I don't want to.
Minus
Total
$1,000.
is 4 envelopes 4 ways, and then we're gonna keep playing for the rest.
Total of the envelopes.
This one I just grabbed.
Total of the envelopes 4 ways.
Ebony says, Ray, you are adorable. I agree.
I agree too. Sitting here next to him.
Ebony, I love you.
The last one open. I bet you that one.
Yeah, hold on, Blake, don't open it yet.
Which one do you want to
Buster,
go
open
first?
yours first, because you was tapped.
50, right here. There it is. Okay. So we're taking. You want to?
Okay, so there are 4 players remaining.
And there are no more bounties.
There are no more bounties. But look at this. You want to see some little. What's my favorite number to sing all the time?
55.
55, 4 ways.
So they chopped it up 55-5. Or who was the one who hated my singing? Are they still here?
The Radiohead guy.
55. Yes, they agreed. So they all took. I don't. Maybe it was. I don't think it was Derek, but
It was Carlos.
if
Carlos
you-
opened the 50.
yeah, if you notice, it was the absolute last envelope. I threw them all out. I let them open them so they know that it was legit and they were all there. But what they're doing is taking it all. Actually, what they did, which is very generous, they took 1,000 off the top to give to the staff for running the mystery bounty. Then they chopped the 55.5 that was
The
left.
what?
55.
All right.
5 that was left. Oh, he's still here. And
Radioheads is here just in time for the singing.
so they, all of them are getting 13,875 on top of whatever place they get. They're gonna play the
So
tournament prize pool
They
as
took 1,000 off the top to give to the dealer, so they could each get a nice round 13,875.
yes,
Okay.
correct. So they can get a nice round 13. No, they knew there was $1,000 envelope left, so they just gave it, and then they found out what the actual number
That is,
was.
I'm teasing, but that was very generous.
Yeah, that was very generous. No Sammy Hagar. Oh, it had to have been decent because you know who I was singing. Has to be it has to be decent. If you know Sammy Hagar, I can't drive. 55.6.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
good.
she's gonna do the asterisk just like DJ did, and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I typed the wrong number."
That's funny. Who were you talking about? Who said that?
At Dewante _
Oh,
2001.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no
But
idea.
yes, it was 56.5, but like the real Justin Hammer or the real Texas Hammer.
Yes. Real
Sad.
Texas Hammer.
Okay, so now the blinds are gonna go to.
It was 55.5 because they gave 1,000 to the dealers. Very generous. I can't even talk. Who are you, singer man?
I Can't Drive 55 song? Who are you? Sammy
David.
Sammy Hagar.
David Singer.
David Singer. One of the Texas poker players. Winners.
Radioheads, you don't want Ebony to come get you.
Haterade. Yeah. Thank you, Ebony. Radioheads with the Z19.
Ross, Alex asked 4 a.m. poker.
Yes. Well,
No, it's only 3:45.
and
46.
to be fair, would have been 3 a.m. poker, but we set our clocks forward last night.
Yeah, I only got here at 9 a.m. after setting my clock forward
For the turbo flight?
for the turbo. I tried to get the double bag. I wanted extra. See, if I would have double bagged, all this would have changed. Because
That's
I
true.
would have pulled one of those envelopes.
That's true. That's true. The 50K would not have survived as long as it did if you were there to destroy it. We should
Yeah,
talk.
so-
we
should talk about this.
Okay.
What did you tell me when I got here today, knowing I had a big stack already? Ray, do you want to do commentary with me tonight? Knowing I had a big stack.
Oh shoot. Oh man. No. Yeah, I'm usually pretty quick, and I'm trying to come up with a good reason why that. I think I narrowed it down to you and someone else. No, yeah, I just asked if you would do commentary.
You
with
just
me.
knew I wasn't going to
Yeah.
be on the table. You looked at my table draw and you were like, yeah, not happening today.
I did look at your table draw, but only to show you your table draw. I remember Hinch was at your table.
Hinch was at my table. He had a chance to build it up.
He came in with 2.2
He did
bigs.
doom switch me. See? Even Ebony says you doom switched me.
Reese, can you mute Ebony just real quick? Just for a little, just for a few minutes. Just, yeah, just that. No, don't.
Ebony, you almost got muted.
Would never
That's what
mute.
happens
Would
when
never
you don't
mute.
take the singer's side.
I'm just trying to save face. Trying to. Radiohead Z19, are you in Texas? Are you coming to Texas?
Yeah, he's gonna come find Ebony while he's here.
Oh, nice. That's solid strategy. Okay, look, they're on break. They're gonna come back. They're chopping up the bounties. They're gonna play for the prize pool. That's true. I do need Ebony to defend my singing. Never mute her. She could say whatever she wants. She's in. Let's talk about Poker Bros.
Brothers of Poker.
Have you heard of this? I would like to tell you a little bit about Poker Bros. Just a tad. Whoa. I'm just searching for that portion of my brain where I had this memorized at. It's in the very back. Here it is. Poker Bros is one of the fastest growing poker apps in the world today.
Is it?
Yeah. Even faster than Flappy Bird.
All right.
The free social play money app is available for Android and iOS devices. Join today and experience the most exciting, intuitive, and fun platform of poker. Connect with players worldwide in the Gold Lobby or create and customize your own club with your friends. Be the boss or step straight into the action on ready-to-play tables. It's up to you. Whether you prefer the classic game of Hold'em, Bomb Pots, Double Board Omaha, just pick one of Poker Bros' unique and stylish avatars. Sit down and play the game you want, just how you want it. Poker Bros. Play your way. Nah, we're not going to mute you either, Radiohead. Don't worry. No.
Too bad it's after 2 a.m. and I can't have any of that mezcal.
Recuerdo Mezcal.
Recuerdo.
Yes, that is a tequila. A fine tequila. I'm going to get Ebony some when she comes here. Recuerdo Mezcal. It's tequila. We talked about it earlier. I don't drink. But I needed someone. I had a guinea pig. Take a shot. Recuerdo Mezcal. Because they're going to be on our felt, and I can't endorse anyone that I don't support, and I support them in their business. I just happen to not drink their product, so I had somebody else do it for me. I'm telling you, you can tell. You can tell by somebody's face if it's a good tequila or not. If you take it, and it looks like you just sucked on a lemon, before you suck on a lemon, it's probably not very good. If you drink it, and it looks like you just had a little sip of water, Ebony, even you might like this.
It's smoked
Just
tequila.
listen to me
Mezcal.
say it. Recuerdo Mezcal.
You know, I almost didn't even realize it was after 2 o'clock.
It's because time flies when you're having fun.
You know, 'cause I don't have a Rolex.
Wow. Have you ever been to a place called ExquisiteTimepieces.com?
Wow. There's where I could get a Rolex.
ExquisiteTimepieces.com. They're going to put one of their pieces on display here at the Texas Poker Championship for the winner of the main event in the form of a $25,000 Rolex.
I can't wait to see how much that weighs on my wrist.
Added to first place, by the way.
Added.
Added.
When you say added,
I
what's
mean,
that mean?
It does not come from the prize pool. Does not come
This
from...
fine company just donated a $25,000 watch to give to somebody who's already going to win 800,000 maybe-ish.
God, I hope so. Yes. I hope so. I'm hoping the main event
You know what they
gets-
should have? They should have gave it to last place.
First one out?
First person to bust. You get a 25K Rolex.
How many people would just rip it blind to try and get...
That's one way to get people here on time.
That is true. Wow. Okay, so next time...
You know, somebody that wins 800,000 doesn't need the extra Rolex.
That's
I'm
true.
not saying it hurts.
But this
It's
is
great,
a trophy. It's
But the first person out is probably a little sad. Imagine walking your car like, wait, sir,
Okay,
come back. You have a Rolex.
I'm going to talk to Exquisite Timepieces and see. Because, you know, they
How
don't...
about-
They're not just for the luxurious of the most luxurious. They have lots of fine watches, timepieces. They have lots of them on the site. Go check them out, ExquisiteTimepieces.com. It's not just for the $25,000 plus budget. They have lots of assortments of lots of different watches. And they support poker. How many times have I said it? Support people who support poker. ExquisiteTimepieces.com, or you could just go to our site and click on the banner ad, PrimeSocialTX.com. Click on the banner ad. It'll take you there. Just glance at some of the watches. See if there's something that may tickle your fancy. Something that makes you want to feel as exquisite as you are. Tequila, lemonade, back, in or out?
It's in and out, right?
In and out.
In and out, not in or out. They're
Someday
not a sponsor.
they're-
We're not talking about them
No, we
until
don't.
they sponsor us.
If In and Out is ever a sponsor of this live stream, then you will know for sure that Whataburger said no. Ad Central, Mr. Singer. Many talking. Yes, correct. I support those who support poker in Texas. And if your name is on that felt, that means that's exactly what you do. Such as Bedrock City Comic Company. Great company. All your comic book and memorabilia needs. Go to bedrockcitycomiccompany.com. Check them out. Lots of fine items from comic books to superhero. They have the Marvel universe. They have the other universe. I'm not going to pretend like I know a whole lot about Bedrock City. They have Pokemon and cards and characters. They have lunch boxes. They have t-shirts. They have hoodies.
I have a friend that knows a lot about comic books. I bet he goes there.
Who?
At Dewante_2001.
Does he really?
Yes.
I tell him to come. Okay, Dewante_2001. When you come in, you can do some commentary. Help me out with Bedrock City. They are the basis for the comic book store in Young Sheldon. I'm going to give the quick version now because we're about to get cards back in the air. BedrockCityComicCompany.com. They have a player of the series they are sponsoring. It's a two-way tie right now for first place because we have two winners now.
Yeah.
For the player of the series, they are sending two players into the main event on a stone free roll. Added once again by Bedrock. Stone free roll, yes. By Bedrock City Comic Company. Stone free roll where you can get a full double on the first hand.
Reverse 1, 2, 3, 4. Asking if there's going to be any 2040 mix going.
There was.
I don't know if the game's still going now, but it was when this final table started 18 hours ago, or 3 hours, 4 hours ago.
I thought time flies when you're having fun.
I don't know what time it is because I haven't won the main event yet.
Oh, okay. Once you do, then what's
But yes,
gonna happen?
reverse 1, 2, 3, 4. Radioheads. You guys could check out Poker Atlas to see what games are going here at Prime Social.
It's actually what I'm doing right now to see if it's still going. 2040 Mix is going right now. 2040 Mix.
The guys I was playing with earlier said that there is 0 chance that game will break until they leave town. They said one of the guys gets a hotel room and never goes to bed, and will sit there and play the entire time, 5 days straight. So come on down, 2040 Mix. There was a plaque of games higher than my chip stack, which isn't saying much.
That was a big plaque of games. That?
Yeah, I think we were playing like 26 games or something. I didn't even get to play all of them.
How'd you do with the ones that you did play?
I won a little bit. Depends. It's the IRS was.
No.
They're not a sponsor, right?
The IRS. This brought to you by the IRS. No. We do participate in all mandatory reporting requirements in cooperation with the IRS. But we do not have them as a sponsor. No, I keep asking.
Blake moving it in here.
Ace-9?
And as we said, the bounties are no longer in play.
No longer in play. This is now a tournament. The bounties are no longer a mystery.
And with bounties in play, like, this is a spot where Joe might have called. If we were four-handed with the 50K bounty still in play,
Yeah.
Joe having all those chips could have easily gambled there.
Yeah.
Like, easily. Even if he would have gambled there and lost, he still should.
Yeah. And it's worth it to take that risk. In a spot where you're oftentimes right where he actually was, 60-40 type spot.
Yep.
Which is a good price to go after 50,000. Appreciate all of you that are sticking with us.
Are you going to sing the song in the background of this? I know Radiohead wants to hear you sing. Tell me the song.
Girls just want to have fun?
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
okay, yeah. Girls just want to have fun. Oh, speaking of, we have a ladies event coming up.
Oh,
1
do
week
we?
from today. Yeah, it is sponsored by Loud Lacquer. Loud Lacquer. So I put the word loud on a ladies tournament, and I ruffled some feathers because the word loud. I was not saying that women are loud, and that's why it's ladies. Loud Lacquer is the name of a company. CEO, Melody, female owner. She is based in Texas. She's been a lacquer executive for a very long time. Felt as though, being in that world, she was frequently told to be quiet because ladies didn't have a voice, which she thought didn't seem right because nail polish is typically a lady's product. So she left that corporate world and started her own company, called it Loud, because she feels as though now she can be as loud as she wants. She can make her voice be heard through her own brand, through her own company, Loud Lacquer.
Okay. I like it. Sounds great.
They are sponsoring the ladies event. You come, you get manicures. If you come play the ladies event, they're going to have a station set up. Going to be some samples.
Can I come and get a pedicure and not play? Because I don't really fit in.
Manicure,
Okay,
hands,
okay.
petty, feet, mani,
I
hands.
can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's
I
going to be a
love
manicure.
pedicures.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with pedicures.
I love pedicures.
But Loud Lacquer, the ladies event happening next Sunday at 5 o'clock. $250 buy-in. It's going to be fun.
It's just luck. 7-4 wants to know if he can recap the bounties on the final table. All right, sure, go ahead.
Recap the bounties?
He wants to know if he can.
Can you?
He's like, can I recap who got the bounties?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I appreciate you asking. We do hire a reporting team, but I don't have any problem doing it. It's just Luck 74 has the floor. Can you look into creating a mocktail menu for Prime? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Holden Media Dan is in the chat. That is Holden Media. He is responsible for all the live reporting.
I think it's just Luck 7-4 is trying to take Hold'em Media _ dance.
Holden Media.
Job.
Holden Media _ Dan is here. Those are the toes on which you would be stepping.
Yes,
Mocktail.
it's just Luck 7-4. If I had, I didn't write it down as it went. If I had the info in front of me, I would definitely tell you who got which bounty.
Is that on the?
At Hold'em Media _ Dan. Can you sing? Everybody can sing.
Yes.
Everybody in the world, well, almost everybody in the world can
Yes.
sing.
It's a matter of whether or not they could sing well.
Oh yeah, I definitely can sing. Yikes, animals. Carlos looks like he wants to do something here.
4 days? Okay.
So, Carlos raised button. Derek defended out the big blind. The flop came 6 deuce, and Derek check raised the flop, and Carlos pilled with the 8-4 of clubs. Now, like I was saying earlier, these guys have probably played together all day. Carlos knows flops like that are flops that Derek is going to try to check raise. Because it's so hard for Carlos to have any of that. And to Derek's credit, I've seen him do this with big hands, and I've seen him do it with absolutely nothing. But it looked like Carlos had a plan for this hand, and part of the plan was probably to turn off the 8 of spades.
That's a good plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
But willing to bet Carlos called flop, hoping that Derek checked turn, and he was just going to make a big bet at it and try to take it away.
It's weird those spots where you have a plan, but then you just like make a hand.
Oh yeah,
and everything completely
and you can
changes.
plan,
Yeah.
just in case you were wrong.
I am going to use. I'm going to use aggression to win this hand. I'm going to be creative. I'm going to. Whoa, wait, no. Now I probably have the best one.
And the 3 completes a lot of the hands Derek could make here to beat Carlos. Derek's going to bet 2.3 million into about 4 million.
Wow.
It's a tough spot here for Carlos. He under-repped his hand by checking back turn. But then excuse me, the heart gets there. Now he's facing a pretty big bet. And just because the bounties are gone, they're still playing for a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Do you think that... I would have thought the check back was to induce a bet like this, that you were planning on...
No, yeah, and here he is. He makes a call. And Derek tells him he's got it.
He floated me on the flop, check raising.
Now he's going to get the speech.
Nice hand, bro. Nice hand. Just floated me, huh?
What were you repping? 6's full?
Good call.
Yeah, great call. And like you said, you know, he checked back turn to induce a bluff.
Nice hand.
It's...
Good lord.
The river was 8?
No, turn.
Oh, no.
It's like you were saying, when you call that with 8 high, it feels like you have to have a plan.
Some nuts now that we chopped the bounty or what?
I doubt that the original plan was to check back the turn. It's possible.
Well, the original plan didn't have him
Yeah.
turning what looked like the absolute nuts.
It's so... Oh, look at that. Don't even finish stacking. Just take a glance at these 2 aces real quick.
Yeah, it's always a great feeling. Like, you know, he's like, all right, I'm going to quit stacking for a second because I'm just going to throw this hand away and say, oh, wait, I have aces.
I mean,
Hold
I wouldn't play anything here unless I had, like, I don't know. Oh, here they are.
6.25. 600.
Okay, so Brandy is saying in the chat that Fosco, who is Carlos, I guess that's his nickname.
Yeah.
Derek and Blake have been playing for a long time. So that makes sense. Like, he, you know, he knows Derek's annex and that Derek check raises flops like that. So good for him. I think it was very well played.
Yeah. I just realized we never read Blake's Okay, we'll wait to see what happens
Yeah,
here.
let's,
This is Derek is
Let's see.
just lost a big
Derek
one,
running
and then
the
shoves
buzzsaw.
into aces.
And this is something Blake does. He's not doing anything bad here. He does this every time. He always asks for a count before he even looks at his hand. Oh, and I guess Blake did look while they were counting. Derek's not going to be happy about running into it here. Four-handed. King, queen of clubs is such a big hand.
Yeah.
Aces is a bigger hand.
And it's a spot where someone might think that you're a little tilty because you just tried to bluff and it didn't go through. But yeah, to just wake up with a big hand and then be...
You're going to have two running here.
Yeah. Either needs to pair up or a Broadway runner. Oh, that's one of them.
Picked up 6 outs.
Trying to put the ace on the river. Jack is not going to do it.
So Derek's going to get fourth for 18,500.
18,500.
Plus the chopping of the bounties. Plus, I chopped a bounty with him.
You
too.
chopped a bounty with them, so that's 250. So the 13,000 they got for chopping the bounty. That's how big of a deal it was that they were chopping. That is almost as much as the payout. 13,000 for almost 14,000 for chopping the bounty. 18,500 for getting fourth place. And we are down to 3 players. Everyone guaranteed $25,000. Guaranteed $29,000 if you, or $39,000 if you factor in the bounty that they already chopped. Blake's bio sheet. He came to the final table with 3.1. He's been playing poker. He's been playing poker for too long.
That's not true.
How did you get started? Cord Garcia.
That's also not true.
What do you love most about playing poker? This might actually be true.
Yeah.
Busting. Who has taught you the most? Myself. Who do you model your game after? Checkers. What is your biggest tournament win? Big Texas Poker. Anything you want the viewers to know. Never give up. Lose with class.
No, that one I believe.
I believe that too.
Everything else he said, I believe.
Because I've never... He does both of those things.
He does.
He doesn't give up, and he loses with class.
Blake wins with class, Blake loses with class.
Yes. Just like Phil Hellmuth.
Just the opposite of.
I think Phil Hellmuth wins with class. I don't think he loses with class. Someone in the chat said that Phil Hellmuth is coming. Is he coming to play this tournament?
That's what at Dewante_2001 said. And I know that they are friends because at Phil Hellmuth and at Dewante_2001 made a final table of the WPT event.
At the bike?
At the bike.
I remember that.
And Phil Hellmuth had some words for at Dewante_2001. After he
Some
busted.
kind words?
I mean,
It was about how good he played? I have seen... What is his name again? Dewante_2001?
yes.
I have seen him play, and I hear he's pretty good. So I would assume that Phil Hellmuth was saying similar
Ebony,
such
if I
things.
was in charge for the menus here at Prime Social.
No, I didn't. I thought we did talk about that.
We didn't talk enough about it, okay?
Dan said that it was a great idea. Dan, go read
Wait. Dan?
Mocktails.
Hold'em Media _Dan?
Hold'em Media _
Okay.
Dan, yes, said that that was a great idea. I mentioned earlier that I don't drink, so Mocktails sounds like a great idea. Yeah. We did. Let's talk about it when you're here.
I wasn't trying to be a dick.
We wouldn't ignore Ebony Kenny. No.
Never.
And so I went and turned me out. It was just like, man, I'll play fast. And you and the guy on my left definitely wanted me to play fast, and me.
I don't drink, and I love people who sponsor. So that sounds like the perfect partnership. Right there.
Yeah, that way you can't drink up all the sponsored.
Yeah. Recuerdo mezcal.
Yeah, I haven't talked enough about Carlos. I'm really impressed with the way he's played.
Yeah.
Judging, off of the fact that I just didn't know him before watching this, he's really impressed me.
Just real quietly. Like both not making big splash in any of these pots and then just like his actual...
Yeah, I mean, the one pot that he did make the big splash in was the 8-4. But, for the most part, he's just been shipping up and playing really good. Yeah, I know Derek's upset about the 8-4 hand, but I really think Carlos was going to win that hand if the 8 didn't come on the turn. Derek just got unlucky that the club hit the river, and he knew his only way to win was to bluff at it.
Yeah.
And he had to bet big, and he came, and Bosco just made a really good call.
Yeah. We were talking a lot about what his plan was, but I think it definitely changed too.
Oh, yeah.
At the very least, now I have showdown value, so I don't have to go for it. Carlos with the gut shot. I think Blake is supposed to be putting his cards on the right hand side.
Carlos has the queen of clubs also. Of course, we can't see what Blake has. I do know that Joe folded the king of clubs.
Oh,
There's Blake's hand.
a flush. You just remembered that he folded the king of clubs?
Yeah, king 9 off, king of clubs.
Paul's the 1.4. Makes a straight.
Huh?
No? Oh, that's the wrong person.
I mean, well, Blake did make a straight, but he
Okay.
already had a flush.
I'm tired.
This is not. The short deck is smart.
I'm looking forward to the short deck. I knew he had a gut shot. And then the gut shot got there, but it was the wrong person. Okay. My bad. Blake's still with the best hand. Betting the flush. I was about to say 3 of clubs would be a fun card because you would have the straight flush versus the second nut flush.
Well,
And then
it's a matter of perspective.
the 3.
Bosco would not have thought that was a fun card.
That's true. It would have been fun for our viewing pleasure.
was like, I got him. I didn't want to call 4 unless it's wrong. I was putting the balloons out. No shit. Alright, with the club? With the club. Okay. Swing high club. That's straight. King 4-8 Rainbow 2 on 4 million on the river. Yeah, no, King 2. Trying to see if you had anything. Give me the stats. Yeah, then you raised me. I had the king of clubs. I didn't have the king of clubs.
600.
No. We're waiting to see if we're gonna reposition.
Shout out to the dealing crew that we got on this table tonight.
Yeah, it's 4:30, 4:15. They're still going strong.
They are still going strong.
Unlike me.
Yeah, you got here at 9 in the morning.
And I was here till... So, funny story. On my way home, I sat there and I watched the clock. And the clock in my car said 1:59. And then the clock in my car said 3 o'clock on my drive home.
Yeah.
Like, where did 2 o'clock go?
Where did 2 o'clock go?
That was nice of the real Texas Hammer to schedule a 9 a.m. flight the morning of daylight savings.
We actually talked about this morning. And
yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
When I found out that yesterday was daylight savings.
I said this, and obviously I was somewhat joking, but it was also the absolute truth. I have been on this planet for 40 years, and I have never once in my life known it was daylight savings until it was daylight savings. It's one of those things that, like, you think there's some way that I would just know. But, yeah, I have no idea. It's daylight. So when I was putting together the schedule, I thought the turbo idea would be cool. I've done it a few times before in my career. I like it as a little... It's either a little bit of insurance, not going to lie, if you're missing the guarantee, or it is a just flat-out icing. It's a little extra.
Well, I mean, not only that, I played the morning flight today, and I played a few of the other flights this weekend. And in the morning flight today, there were several people that were in the flight that couldn't play over the weekend. They said they couldn't play a multi-day event. So they could only have 1 day away from their kids or wife or job or whatever it may be. And so they played the morning flight. And the early turbo flight gave them the opportunity to play a 1 day event, basically.
Which is perfect. And that's exactly what it does. It does turn it into a 1 day event. Because you come in, you play the turbo. They bagged right into day 2. My timing was a little bit off. I thought that I was about 15 minutes off. I thought I timed it perfect so that the turbo flight would go right into day 2.
Yeah, you got to do better.
But we did get started about 15 minutes late, which was still fine. And, yeah, players...
Well, that's what I said.
I don't think Blake played the turbo. I don't know about the other two.
Joe did not.
But it is a cool story if you come in at 9. It was also something like this where you get the mystery bounty for bagging twice. It's a good spot to come in and fire one more bullet. If you're the kind of person who likes to wake up early anyway, like which a lot of people are, then they were going to be up either way.
Yeah, well, I bagged a pretty decent stack. I really wanted to bag 2. I woke up 7:30 this morning and I'm like, there's no chance. I'm going back to bed. Let the dogs out, fed them, laid back in bed, and they would not leave me alone. Then the wife came in. We kind of talked for a little bit. And I was like, I should go play another bullet, shouldn't I? She's like, yes. So, came in, did not bag. Finished about 10 off the money.
But Serena was here.
And regretted not going back to sleep. Now I'm really regretting it.
Y'all gonna take a picture?
Well, I'm glad that you are here now,
Oh, I
sir.
am very glad I'm here now.
Glad you are here doing the commentary with
Unless
us.
I have like queen 7, maybe. Maybe I'm value raising.
Blake with a raise here, and then starts talking.
Yeah. Joe was like, you have to have a queen or nothing. And Blake's just begging for the fold.
I'm normally the one that gives out some crazy that.
What do you think he does?
I think Joe's going to let it go. It's a lot of chips. Blake's a really good player. Something to consider sometimes, too. Don't want a good player to get more chips.
Show me the other, I'll show you mine. I can turn it over? Thank you. You did let me get away.
Blake showing the
Yeah,
bluff.
right?
This is what he wanted.
Brandy Smith, can you rebuy into any of the events for the series?
Still trying over
The answer to that question is yes. If you want to be specific about the stud, I believe you can for the stud. I'm not sure, but all the information can be found on the Poker Atlas. If you go to the tournament page on Prime, it will take you to the details section of each tournament, and you can just put it in there. It'll tell you which events have re-entry, which don't.
Why is he betting
He took the over on 30K. He was like, man, 30K.
What does he have to bet for
Blake took the under on the
Oh, well, he has to bet for him.
Who takes the under on himself?
like we're all tired. Whoever does some chop, I'm like, I still think he's gonna try as hard as the fuck this.
I was about 60%. I was gonna call you.
Yeah, you figured he
I couldn't get those.
No, I know. No, I was. I think you did, yeah. Because I think.
I get it. It's gotta be an 8 or nothing. Like, what the fuck do you really represent?
Yeah, so I just pulled up the triple stud on Poker Atlas for tomorrow. And it says re-entry unlimited. So there won't be any rebuys, but there is re-entry. So if you bust, you go back to the cage, you buy back into the tournament. It's called re-entry. It's a little different than a rebuy, where the rebuy you would stay at the table. So it's a re-entry, and you would draw another seat. Could be the same seat, could be a different seat. It's all random, and you get back in the tournament that way. So yes, there is re-entry into the stud tomorrow.
You don't want to? I've been showing half my hands in it.
hungry, tired.
Like, I'm gonna show you, like, you see how you already highlighted, right? When they read it, it goes through. They were there the whole time. I think it's probably that scanner right there.
If you want to change the scanner, if it's easy, I'll try it. You would have called. Am I right? Or is it a lot of work?
I just didn't think he had one. Actually,
We're just trying to.
probably charged.
I only showed because you were like, I'm gonna give you one. I was like,
There is no max for the re-entry. It says unlimited re-entry. But to be honest, it's going to be hard to have to re-enter that one more than once.
no, I'll try this one.
That's why I said you had an 8.
Hopefully you come in and play and you don't run that bad and you don't have to re-enter.
I could
Good
have
luck to
done,
you.
but I wouldn't have made that much. Might have been ready, try to get you to maybe be like, what do you have?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just tired.
Does that mean you're about to just rip the card?
No, I'm gonna rip the card. I ain't gonna give him money. I told you, I see him chop with you anytime you want.
Some
Seems like it right now. That one was tasting me.
Okay. So just use that one.
That also keeps us this side of the table too.
Hmm?
Keeps the angle on this side of the table too.
See why this one here. This is just it's supposed to be.
Raise 800.
Yeah, we'll put it out. These are staying on Carlos. Yeah. It's been out for a while. And then I sent it.
Can they please chop so Ray can go to bed? He's been there since 9 a.m. They chop the bounties. Blinds are starting to get up there. Three-handed. It goes fast. You can't sit there and wait for hands anymore. So I expect them to get after it a little bit pretty soon here. All three of these guys really know what they're doing. I get to sleep in tomorrow reverse, so I'll be good. Don't have to be up until 8:30, which is 4 hours from now. So it's not that bad. Can't see Carlos' hand, but been checked down the river. Carlos is going to bet the river, and Joe going to call.
Seriously.
Carlos is going to win a pot.
Can they please chop so Ray can go to bed? He has been there since 9 a.m.
I just explained how I get to sleep till 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, today.
And then you gotta get up.
Yeah.
You keep up this schedule, you could be a tournament director.
Not keeping the schedule.
All three players are pretty evenly matched,
I thought you were going to say pretty tired.
pretty evenly stacked, and pretty tired. I said evenly matched, which is probably also true, but I was more talking about their chip stacks. Can you rebuy? Oh, sorry, Brandy. Can you rebuy?
I've already
Oh, okay,
answered
good. Good, thank you. Specifically the triple stud.
Unlimited re-entry.
Unlimited. I will give some sort of prize to anyone who could do more than 2 bullets.
All right, Brandy, you hear that?
Yeah.
Some sort of prize.
I will buy you a bottle
I was
of...
about to say it might be smoked tequila.
It's
some
going to be
mezcal.
Recuerdo Mezcal. If you can get in more than 2 bullets, I will get you some Recuerdo Mezcal. I'm talking about the stud. I'm not talking about the no limit deuce. You can get in 3 bullets and no limit deuce. I will say there are lots of strong opinions about what you should do with tournaments in regards to re-entry. But when it comes to things like mixed events, it's very difficult for me to limit because they are limited in their existence. It's already hard enough to play a triple stud tournament. Like, you're limited to re-entry into this tournament because you're not going to get to play another one until the World Series or until maybe if LAPC changes their non-mixed ways or a circuit event somewhere, you know, whatever. It's tough. There aren't very many mixed stud events in poker. So if we're going to put one on, I'm going to let you play it as much as you can. You haven't seen my husband play stud, she says. That's
Alrighty
true.
then. He's going to fit in right here at 7801 West.
Absolutely. There are 7 streets in that game. But one of them's a chop pot game. I asked earlier, not sure if you answered, but what are the days of the ACR main? There was one today. It had a $14,000 overlay. There was one last week that had a $10,000 overlay. I don't know that they have anymore. If you missed out on both of those, that might have been your opportunity. I'm hoping that the $24,000 worth of packages that they added so that people can come play the Prime main event didn't scare them off from wanting to do things with us in the future. But super cool of them to send players this way. Yeah, they were $9,000 packages. Great event. Happy to have their help, as well as Poker Bros, Club GG,
Prime Social.
Prime Social. There was lots of online support for the Prime Social event. I think people are starting to understand what exactly the Texas Poker Championship is about.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of satellites this week.
Lots of satellites. You want a chance to play in that main event. Your best chances come for one of these 9 o'clock megas with 3 $800 seats guaranteed every single night. Every night.
Oh, and it's been a while since somebody had
It has been a
and
while.
it actually has this time. Every other time we joked.
Yeah. No, this one, it was like the first 2 hands. I actually feel like Joe has had a decent chunk of those kings.
It's 1.950.
Joe obviously 3-betting with the kings.
We lost Derek. Now that I can focus, I'm making us stay here all night.
3-bet to 2 million.
I'm tired and I'm big headache. At least he's not here tilting me and running me over. For the love of the game. You don't get these spots much. I like to play. Well, you rep.
It's showing the action is on Blake, right? But he folded.
Yeah, Blake folded, so it's on Fosco.
I'm only even right now. I'm only even on the tournament right now. I'm a horse.
And he made the call, so we're going to the flop.
You know what they call two kings?
Ace magnets.
That is
I got
correct.
one right.
That's that. Because every time you have them, an ace seems to come on the flop. Get it? You know who taught me that? Dewante _ 2001.
I think Dewante _ 2001 fell asleep.
I think so too. But he'll probably go back and read. Or
Oh, he's
read.
definitely going to go back and watch this.
I said read. He's going to go back and read our commentary.
Joe bet 600. Carlos not going anywhere with middle pair. $1 million chips.
I like that part of the night where they start betting 1 million chips. Dan, I just had an idea I need you to write down before I forget. Carlos is going to call. Check, check on the river. The Kings are going to take that one down.
Massive pot.
Yeah. So, next time, when someone makes top, you know what top is? When you have top pair, top kicker, top.
Thank you.
That hand is going to be brought to you by Top Sushi. Top. This is a Top
Guys,
Sushi
you're
moment.
hearing the marketing genius that is Justin Harris.
I had to say it. This is why you get into delirious mode doing commentary at 5 in the morning at Prime Social, 7801 Westheimer in Houston, Texas, so that your mind can go into those deep places where you figure out how to help promote your sponsors. Top, brought to you by Top Sushi.
It could be just any top pair. Hold on.
I think if I check that flop.
Top pair happens a lot. How often do you get top?
Exactly. Happens a lot, so you can say your
Say Top Sushi a lot?
sponsor's name a lot.
Top Sushi is a sushi place right down the street on Westheimer. It is.
Raise it to 900.
Do you think I could Uber here from there?
Yes, you can. I've done it. It's about $4 plus tip. But even if you want to tip generously, which I always
That's like
recommend you
a
do.
third of a tank of gas. I mean, a third of a gallon of gas.
Yeah, it's gone up now. They have stickers on some of the gas pumps out here on who to thank for the.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen those. But you take an Uber, you come over here, you get yourself a nice roll, an avocado roll. I would say get a California roll because it's good, but we don't want to support that kind of thing around here. Then you take an Uber over here, play the tournament, win it, go back, take an Uber back, pick up your car. You get a free hour of play for taking an Uber. You get free entry into Prime Social if you take an Uber or a Lyft, whatever ride share you want. And you get $22 value with free entry and a free hour. You get sushi that is delicious. And I haven't checked
And
yet.
you get a roll.
I get a roll. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the best part.
if you pick up a roll for me, I mean, if you're there anyway, I enjoy sushi. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Mr. Justin, don't you think it's better to do the big tournament final table on the day after? Just asking. Sorry, Reza. I didn't see that.
No, but we played a lot together. I didn't know
Question. Why don't they protect the burn cards with chips? At every other table, they do, Ebony. At this particular... I'll get to you in 1 second, Reza. At this table, when the burns go up higher, they get picked up as the flop cards with the RFID cards. So we have them keep them down. Yeah, they could be putting a chip on them, but they put them down farther away than most burn cards would go because we're trying to avoid the flop reader picking up the burn card as on the flop, which has been happening a lot. That flop reader is just super strong. Okay, take your time. The reason I don't do big tournament final tables is because all of these big multi-flight events are always catered to, or at least so that can play your recreational player who works a 9-to-5 job.
Weekend warrior.
And yeah, like if one of these three guys has a normal 9-to-5 job, it's going to be pretty tough to get there at 9 o'clock, but only because they're winning, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. So these whole doing a $500 event where you would have to miss a day of work to come back to play the final table, or even an $1,100 event.
Yeah, some people look at it and they're like, oh, the final table's on Monday. I'm not playing.
Right. And a lot more people...
Oh, somebody has had a Kingston quite a while.
Oh, there we go.
It's Joe again.
It is. Now it's time. So I don't really think that final tables... I don't think $500 events should be 3-day events. And I don't really think $1,100 events should be 3-day events. I think $5,000 events should be more than 3 days. I would say even 4 days.
Joe raising and Blake defend.
That's set over set.
That's a pretty big. That's
three-handed.
It doesn't matter. 37-handed.
It's
Raising it to 1.1.
That's music to Joe's ears. He bets.
4 million.
Yeah, and obviously Blake can never get off of this. It's such a tough way to go out.
Yeah, just feels like such a great flop. Feels like you are about to eliminate a player, get a pay jump.
No double.
Full double. About to get a full double.
And Blake's only thinking about how he can get all the money in. That's the only thing going through his mind.
This is
going to go all in, snap call.
Yeah.
Just like I said, all in, snap call. Nothing you can do.
Good luck, he says.
Did you have an 8?
Did you have an 8? He's asking. See if his out's live. It is live. It's out there.
Wrong 3-sider. And as we said earlier,
Yep. Loses with class.
lose with class. No complaining about how unlucky he was.
Yeah, I didn't think a 7 would be likely in your head for complaining at me because I was like,
No complaining about how do you put it all in with the nuts there.
then I was like, I got him on the tournament.
Yeah, you hear him. He's
Wrong. I was
he's saying the same thing that Ray was saying. He was thinking.
no shit. All right, good luck, Joe.
And we're heads up.
Loses with class, as advertised. Great run for Blake.
Blake Barus.
Tough spot there, obviously.
King 4-8
Tough
rainbow
spot.
to you, like 4
That's
minutes.
one way to put it.
Yeah, no, I
Impossible spot.
No, I played it. I was like trying to see if you had anything.
Give me the spaz and the straight draw.
Yeah, and then you raised me. I'm like, oh, beautiful.
25,000 for the payout. Plus, of course, they had that 13-8 deal that they made with the bounties.
No. We're waiting to see if we're gonna reposition you guys. The heads up.
I know you want to make a deal if I give you a little extra.
What do you want to do?
Give me
I got 84, 450 between.
See him taking care of busting the player in Poker Atlas.
Sounds like they're talking about some sort of deal here. This kind of thing happens at 5 a.m. sometimes.
They make deals. 5 a.m. This is the part that I'm thinking about when I put together a structure, but a lot of times people are not thinking about this when they look at it.
No, some people would prefer that there was more chips and longer levels.
Yes.
So maybe the tournament could end like in June.
3 months from now.
This time they came up with a deal.
Sounds like they agreed to a deal.
What a deal, one hand? What a deal, one hand?
They did agree to a deal. Joe gave him an extra $4,500.
He said you want to deal one hand. Joe said I have to be to work at 7:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And I happen to know Joe is not lying.
Yeah. So
I'm giving him $4,500.
this is why, honestly, some of these things, like, it wouldn't hurt to cut them down a little bit fast, like a little bit more. But players are just,
Just a little bit.
you got to give the players what they want, and sometimes I need
Well,
to just pull back a little
You
bit.
can't always get
But
what
if you
you
try,
want.
sometimes. Get what you need. Is he still in here? He's still in the not wanting me to sing.
He's gonna probably want to take a picture.
All right, that'll do it. That'll put a wrap on the first event of the Texas Poker Championship. That was fun. Stream schedule. We're going to be streaming either a final table or a cash game every night during the Texas Poker Championship, leading
Every
up to the $5,300 main
5,300. Can't wait for that one.
main event. That's going to start on the 24th. But next week we have lots of mixed games available. Triple stud, horse, no limit deuce. We have PLO. We have PLO 8. We
What
have
about no limit?
no limit. We have the Big Texas 500K. The Big Texas.
What about satellites?
Satellites every day. Satellites to get into the Big Texas for $180. Satellites to get
What about
into
cash
the.
games?
We have cash games. We've had 10 plus cash games every day for the last 3 days. We got 20-40 mixed games. We got 25-50 pot limit Omaha going every night. We've got 1-3 no limit, 1-2-5 PLO, 5-5 PLO, 5-5 no limit, 5-10. Whatever game you want to play, we got
5-5?
here. 5-5.
Which is also
5-5-10.
55.
55. We've got everything you want going over the next few weeks. We even got more tables coming in, so be ready. Okay, good. Okay, send him first prize on his third entry. See if he could do it. More power to him if he can. Check out the schedule at primesocialtx.com. That's my man, Dan the Man, Hold'em Media Dan, doing those updates. Him and his team, Ryan and Haley. They're working hard. They're giving updates. Chip counts every 2 hours. Please check it out online if you can't be in here. Thanks, Ebony. We will see you soon. Thank you to our sponsors, Top Sushi, Poker Atlas, Bedrock City, Exquisite Timepieces, Recuerdo Mezcal, and Poker Bros for making this stream possible and all that they do for us. Thank you, Ray Henson.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Real
having
Texas Hammer.
appreciate having you in the booth. Thank you to Dewante_2001.
Thanks to Ebony for making my night better.
Absolutely, she makes everyone's night better. She is around. This is Justin Hammer for Prime Social saying good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.